Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a bit of a different video for my channel. I'm going to be surfing some subreddits with one of my buddies, and we have a pretty fucking stupid time. But I mean, hey, uh, what's more fun than a stupid time with friends, right? All right, let's get right into it. Yeah, so here's my favorite thing to do in this subreddit. Although I've only done it once before, is um if it is truly mildly infuriating, that's fine. But if it's not, I just incite violence on that person.
Well, let's read this and see. Let's see
Okay.
what we got. Do you want to read the whole thing, or am I gonna read it?
I mean, you could read it. This one's a little long, buddy.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna ignore the comments there, cause I need to gain what's going. I need to gain knowledge about this.
Okay.
All right.
Mm. Yeah.
All right. I took a commuter train from New Jersey into New York City this morning. About 20 minutes into my ride, I needed to go to the bathroom, which is not a joke when you're a middle aged lady like me. There were two bathrooms on the train. When I went to the first one, I was told that there was a lady who had been in there for a long time and must be changing her clothes or doing something. So I went to the other bathroom and started to wait. And I waited, and I waited. Two men came and started waiting in line while I waited, and the wait was so long that they gave up and left. I waited through at least three train stops. By this time, I was practically wobbling back and forth on the seat. I had to go to the bathroom so badly. In desperation, I pounded on the door and asked whoever was in there, please hurry, if they could. Almost immediately, a train conductor opened the door with a smirk on his face and said that I caught him in his little getaway. He had been just sitting in there the whole time. I went in, went to the bathroom, washed my hands, opened the door to go back to my seat, and saw him nodding off in it, in the seats that faced the bathroom door. I thought he must have been doing drugs in that bathroom to be acting like that. I was so irritated. What a jerk. I filed a complaint. So
So,
here's my thoughts.
okay.
First thing when I do when I go to work, right?
Yeah.
Two things have to be on my checklist in order for it to be a correct day. Like
Yeah.
if these two things don't happen, people die. Okay.
Very fair.
I pop a zinni
True.
and I open up my can of of Monster.
Hmm.
Okay. And normally, when that mix happens, right? The first thing I personally need to do is take a fat ass shit.
Yeah.
Okay. And sometimes that shit it can fight back a little bit. Depending on what I ate the night before, it can either be like a really rough, big, giant poo, or it's like one of those poos that like if you wait a little too long and you feel a fart coming in, you know that shit's about to come out in one go. Like like a people sitting inside the room. I went to one of the personal bathrooms. All you hear is, and it was done. Like job was done. It smelled like absolute sewage. Um,
But it was done. It was done in one go.
yeah, it was done. So here's my thing. There is a slight possibility that this train conductor started off his day the same way that I do, which is with a
Yeah.
Zin and a white monster. So I conclude that he just had to take a massive shit. And while it is mildly infuriating, I don't think he should have called it his little getaway.
Here's my thing.
Be considerate.
I get where you're coming from, but
Okay.
the fact that he even said his little getaway, I don't think that this woman is correct in the drug stuff. I just think this guy didn't get enough fucking sleep last night and was just slumped out in that fucking bathroom. But, however, the comment about her leaving the bathroom and he was sleeping, I might be entitled to go with what this guy is saying here.
100% he was masturbating. Oh, see, so we got three options here. We have
Yeah.
sleeping, we have masturbating, and we have taking a morning poo,
Yep.
which equally would make me upset if the conductor of the fucking train, who's supposed to be conducting the goddamn train, comes out and says, "Sorry, I'm in my little getaway. We're throwing hands." Okay?
I think that she is actually okay with this one. I would find that pretty fucking infuriating. I mean shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know, sometimes you go to take a shit, right? Let's put it this way, right? You're at a party, right, with your friends,
Yeah. Okay.
and there's just that one group that like to go to the bathroom together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? I don't know. And they take a long ass time. And this house only has one bathroom. Because at this point, let's just take the other bathroom out of the equation. Even though that the amount of time that she waited, I'm sure that the other bathroom probably was freed by that time. She was just either one too lazy, or she literally knew that if she walked over there, she was gonna piss herself. Which, mind you, having a point where you're like, I'm about to piss myself on a train, with how much that fucker moves, I think she has every right to be irritated, no matter what he was doing in there. I
Who's
feel
to
like
say
this
she didn't
shit.
infuriate herself, though? You know?
That is very fair,
You know? Like you said,
especially
there's a second bathroom.
there. Yeah,
She
exactly.
never she mentioned it, that she mentioned its existence, but she never mentions going to it.
Well,
Now,
she did go
this
to it, but that they said that there was somebody in there that was taking a long time. So why not be mad at that person? Why be mad at the train conductor? Because it's two people that are taking long times in two separate bathrooms.
yeah, at first I thought it was like a boys' bathroom, girls' bathroom kind of situation,
But it's a
but
train. They just have
judging,
unisex
yeah, the
bathrooms.
train conductor and judging how there's two dudes standing behind her, we can only assume that they are multi-gender bathrooms.
And also, is this guy like working on a team? Because she did also say that they stopped at a couple of stops, like three stops before the guy came out. Um, so is it an automatic train where it just goes automatically? Because then most of the time they don't actually have a train conductor. It's just a guy who rides the train to make sure that the thing doesn't just fuck up.
Yeah, but how do you know if it fucks up if you're inside the fucking Hooper for like an hour?
Um,
That's
that is
assuming he
that
was
you know
in
what
there
that
for
is.
that long.
Either way, I think this guy might have been ditching his job to do something else. Which,
Oh yeah, he's getting his getaway, as he mentioned.
yeah, and also it seems like she said it's in the morning. Maybe this guy just finished working a long ass night shift. We there's a bunch of things we're not considering here actually.
You know what? I'm going to deem this like it's like I feel like in the moment it could be infuriating, but
Hmm.
it's nothing to go on Reddit and post about.
Yeah, so
It's fairly whatever.
slight violence towards you. I hope you get your heel caught in like a sewer grate and it breaks off.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I hope like both sides of the pillow he goes to sleep, but you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
You
To the
just
next.
like a just like inconvenience that's not like yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fascism in the UK. Police bust into a house of worship and arrest people planning peaceful protest.
Not enough information here.
Yeah, and I'm definitely not
I don't.
opening up this link.
Yeah, I was about to say. I would. Let's go to the next one. This one, instead of mildly infuriating, it's more concerning.
Okay, this one This one seems alright. $20 price difference between Google and store website. So, which one is she looking at? This one? Oh, fuck. Yeah, that says $13, and obviously she clicked on it, and it went up to 32. That's kind of fucked. I wouldn't call this, like, this is definitely not something to take fucking screenshots.
So here's my concern, right?
Yeah.
Go back to the first picture.
Yeah.
Go back to the second picture. Go back to the first picture.
That's not the same chair.
It's not the same chair.
She clicked on the one. Oh my fucking god.
Yep. So I was about to say this. I was about to say it, but once again, she infuriated herself. I feel like because those two chairs, while I mean the jump in price is pretty fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that. Let's imagine this. I'm on Amazon. I'm looking up something like I'm looking up something nice, and the base color for this item is black.
Yeah.
Now, the amount of times that you go onto these websites and you find the item in its base color, it gives you the base price for it.
Yeah.
But if you want to get like other colors like green, blue, red, or like rainbow or some shit, it's going to be a higher price.
Yeah, and
I feel like this individual set themselves up for failure, because I feel like in their mind they low key knew that. They knew that. Those are two completely different chairs.
Because this is just a plain chair right here, right?
Yeah.
This is just a plain chair, and the one that she wants.
It's actually a beach chair, not a plain chair.
I hate you.
But wait, no, that one's his camp chair too. Look, that's a fucking camp chair.
It's not even for the beach.
Chair.
Camp and beach.
So she just can't read. You know what? That's mildly infuriating.
To
how
me.
About before you start, how about if before you start posting shit and complaining, you learn how to fucking read? Where was your education stopped at, huh? Do we not know what context clues are? Maybe if you spent a little more time reading the fucking title instead of looking at prices, you wouldn't be as mad as you are right now. But now I'm mad at you because you're fucking stupid.
Okay, so here's...
Now I'm infuriated. I hope this person falls down a flight of stairs.
Okay.
I want this person hurt.
I hope this person buys this chair and they go to sit in it and it breaks instantly. And I hope they buy this more expensive one.
You know what? This is what I hope. And this is chair specific, okay?
Okay.
Instead of buying the beach chair like she was trying to, okay? I hope that she accidentally buys the fucking camp chair. She sits down in the camp chair while she's camping, and a bear rolls up and fucks her shit up.
Holy shit. You know what?
That's $20?
For $20.
My guy!
Bro, she took the screenshot.
At fucking McDonald's. We're mad about that.
That is so true.
And it's on sale!
Look how much it actually cost.
All I'm saying, for $65, that chair better be made of pussy. That's fucking wild.
Also, of course it's gonna be expensive. Look at this fucking website that she's on. It's such like a nice fancy website. Oh my god, I need my little Etsy gear. Oh my god.
Has she never heard of fucking Amazon? Possibly. Let's run the comments.
Look at Instacart. Look at Instacart.
Look.
Now do the same color. Sorry, I didn't have the same color in the screenshot. I checked and they're all 33. How are we supposed to know that?
Dude.
This guy just fucking solved it. This guy solved it right here.
Let's get off. She's cooked. Literally cooked. Literally cooked. Did you go to school at all?
It's very true.
Wow.
Whoa.
Picked up 5 Kit Kat candy bars from Kroger, $1 each. 3 of them had no wafers in them, only chocolate. What are your thoughts on this? Because I don't really eat Kit Kats like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really a chocolate kind of guy.
I feel like I'm more of the Kit Kat guy. Okay, so
like if I got Jolly Ranchers, this would be the equivalent. Like if I got Jolly Ranchers and opened up the Jolly Ranchers wrapper and there was nothing in it. Like that's
like just an air wrapper.
Yeah. Look, see now we're following. Now give me your piece, Kit Kat guy.
Okay, so
hit me with it.
Hear me out, right?
I'm hearing you.
The chocolate actually makes it more expensive.
Okay.
So this person just got free money from getting just a pure chocolate. Like, listen, I know it's annoying. You were looking forward to the wafer with the chocolate, but now you basically just got a chocolate bar for the price of a regular Kit Kat.
Okay. I may not be a chocolate guy, but let's look at the implications here, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're watching cable television. Who does that nowadays, right?
Wait a second. What's that? What's that right there? Because that's not chocolate. That little bit right there is not chocolate.
I think we're digging a little deep in this, Guru. I'm not gonna lie.
You're right.
That just looks like chocolate to me. But then again, I'm not really a chocolate connoisseur, so I wouldn't be able to give you a correct opinion. But here's my belief, right?
Mm-hmm.
This individual gets home from a long, hard day at work.
Yeah.
Okay? They turn on the TV. First thing that comes up is a Kit Kat commercial.
Yeah.
What do you see on Kit Kat commercials?
The wafer.
The wafer. They do the crunch, right? They break it open.
Yeah.
It crunches. People bite into it. It crunches. That's like the whole aspect of the Kit Kat, right?
Yeah.
Now you're craving a Kit Kat. Right?
Yeah.
So you go to the store. You're like, let me find these Kit Kats. And then you find the Kit Kats. Okay?
Yep.
Now, you see a wonderful deal on these Kit Kats, and you're like, fuck. Let me get 5 Kit Kat candy bars. Which, that brings me to another question. But I'm gonna save that one for later. You go home with these 5 said Kit Kat bars.
Yeah.
You're so excited. You're so ready to bite into this candy goodness. You're ready to eat this wafer. You just saw a commercial about it. Your expectations are high. You bite into it. There's no wafer. I would say on a scale from like 0 to 10, this shit would put me at like a solid 8. Like I would not be having a good night after this. This is when you go to the drive-thru, and normally in that drive-thru, like that specific fast food restaurant, they do fairly okay with getting your order correct. Right? You haven't had an incident with it in like months, so you're like, okay, the problem is fixed. So you don't look inside the bag when they give you the bag.
Yeah.
And then you go home to realize the fact that you ordered no tomatoes on your burger, you find tomatoes on your burger.
You know, that actually, yeah, that would be kind of annoying to me.
Like, I know you could take it off and deal with it,
but the juices are still there.
But do you really want to? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, that's kind of their job. They shouldn't have put it on there in the first place. They're just adding extra steps for you to do.
Yeah,
and
I shouldn't be
heaven
expected
forbid,
as the customer to have to fucking look for it. Right?
Heaven forbid,
like,
the only way she probably found this out is biting into the Kit Kat. Like, she didn't break them open and then look.
With the expectation of a wafer.
So, using your metaphor, you bit into that burger and then only after realized there's a tomato in here. That actually does make it pretty fucking...
Bullet in my mouth immediately. I'm killing myself.
Yeah, that is You know what? I think I agree. This is infuriating. I think.
That is a solid 8 out of 10 infuriating experience, and I would probably like those numbers on like the back, like they're getting called. Also, so hear me out here.
Yeah.
So you see where it says picked up 5 Kit Kat candy bars, right?
Yeah.
I understand the implication of a candy bar, right? It is a bar of candy.
Mm-hmm.
But when you break it off, right? Let's say you break the Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Aren't each one of those now a candy bar? Separately.
True.
So therefore, in my eyes, right? Using my deductive abilities here, I'm no detective, but I'm not a retard either. Okay?
Okay.
So, 5 Kit Kat candy bars. How many Kit Kats normally come in those? Like,
it's dependent on which one you're getting, but it's usually a good 4.
and what's 4 times 5?
20.
Exactly. So therefore, you actually have 20 Kit Kat candy bars.
I think overall.
Welcome to my evil thoughts, dude. I'm so dark inside. I'm so dark inside, dude.
Here's my thing. She bought 5 Kit Kat candy bars. 60%, that is over half. 60% of them were wrong. I would be angered at this if it wasn't a Kit Kat. Because here's my thing. I personally wouldn't mind that. I would be like, oh shit, chocolate. Fuck yeah. Okay, cool. But if after the way that you explained it, I kind of understand. You know, you're looking forward. You're looking forward to that.
I had to do it in layman's terms for you.
What's that supposed to mean?
What's up? It just means I use normal words.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I wasn't trying to go too deep on that, you know.
It's fair enough. Kind of, you know, but nah, that would piss me off.
Anyways, let's take a look at the comments. Let's see what we got going on here.
First comment, 2 hours ago. Stuff of dreams.
Look, see, that's also another thing. It's in the eye of the beholder.
Exactly.
If you like the chocolate on a Kit Kat candy bar, then in reality, you don't really have anything to worry about if you find more chocolate on it.
But look at the second comment. It literally has that exact same thing. These guys are just disagreeing basically, because this guy's like, I experienced this today, annoys me. The best part about the Kit Kat is the damn wafer. Wait, is this a common thing right now?
It's looking like it actually. Go to Google.
Okay, what am I looking up?
Look up Kit Kat wafer crisis.
Not waffle. Crisis?
Yep, crisis.
I don't think.
Let's see what we get.
How do you spell crisis?
You're missing an S, an I, and another S.
That's not how you spell crisis. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Kit
look,
Kat
the
missing.
first one I couldn't. Yep, look at that.
Oh my God! This is new too.
Is it loading?
No, I didn't click on it, but Kit Kat missing wafer.
This is not a break that you deserve. Our Kit Kat bars are nothing without their light, crispy wafers, and we sincerely apologize for the inconvenience you have experienced. Our top priority continues to be the quality and safety of our products, and we have several processes in place to help prevent situations like this from occurring.
This is from Nestle. This is the actual company that makes these damn things.
So they actually did go out of their way to respond to this problem.
Okay, well,
you know what?
I don't.
That fixes that. I want to say that this makes me a little less mad about the situation.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, usually they'll just be like, and they not only talked about the problem, they said that they'll try and fix it. I feel like other big companies like KitKat, they have this thing where they're just like, "Hey, listen, man. Sometimes manufacturing errors just happen," and that's their excuse. They use nothing to fix it. But they are like, "We're actively looking into this and seeing how we could fix it."
And
So
not only
I
that, but they explained everything on the second paragraph right there. Like that, occasionally their manufacturing equipment will experience momentary malfunction.
When we're under the beginning before it closes, or comm server before it closes, that we have set for the storm and everything. And you might want to text me.
Okay. But like, look, and even on the bottom, it says if you still have packaging on hand, please provide us as many details as possible, including the following. Like they're going out of their way to figure out this Kit Kat crisis.
they're probably trying to figure out because through their own and this is such an easy thing to do with big companies like this because what they could do is they all their manufacturing and stuff there's those codes and stuff they link to a specific time so maybe they're like this machine that's spitting out these Kit Kat bars is doing this at a certain time. We need to figure out the time that it's doing it so we could figure out a way to stop it. And I actually kind of appreciate that they're putting this much energy into it.
So now let's look at the time frame here.
This is
So we see up here. This was posted February 27th. So let's go back to the post.
2 hours ago.
So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt on this one.
Yeah.
Because I think it'd be really hard to just recall every single Kit Kat that they've already shipped out.
Yeah.
And there's nothing really inherently wrong with them besides the fact that they just don't have wafers in them. So you know what? This brought me from like a 7, 8 out of 10 to like maybe a 3, because the problem is being solved. So I feel like we're doing pretty solid here.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually feel a lot better now.
Aren't you glad that I made you look up the Kit Kat wafer crisis?
Yeah. The word crisis in there is kind of crazy though, but you know what? That's fair.
I mean, let's think about it. Like, America would say crisis.
Very true.
Alright. Now this shit's about to piss me off. Because I already see what the lying issue is before I even read what the fucking post was about.
Yeah.
One of my biggest gripes about shit like this. So, here's a specific situation that gets me pissed off.
Yeah.
When this happens. So, like, let's say I really want a fucking bagel that day. Okay?
Okay.
I'm dying to consume a bagel. And all I want is some sweet, well, not sweet, but like succulent cream cheese on that bad boy.
Yeah.
I just want to spread it all over that fucking bagel. But then I open the top and it breaks in half. I'm calling the police immediately. The cops will be hearing about this for like the 3rd time this month.
The 3rd time. This has happened before, and it will happen again.
I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with the Philadelphia brand, but you guys better fucking figure this out. I need a PI sent on this shit immediately. Why does this rapper, or not this rapper, but whatever the fuck they call it, the cover, the fucking whatever.
Yeah.
It pisses me off that I need at least enough space to put my fork, or not my fork, my fucking butter knife.
Yeah.
Now the fact that I have to get my actual fingers dirty and possibly get cream cheese on my fingers, now I'm pissed. Because now the situation is more dirty.
True.
This is preventing this individual from sticking his spoon in there, and he has to get yogurt or whatever the fuck that is on his fingers just to dig under that topper right there, that wrapping. right?
Yeah.
Just to put their spoon in it. I'm mad now. That is a 9 for me. That is an absolute 9. Go ahead.
Okay, here's
Go
my
ahead.
thing. Here's my thing, right? This doesn't piss me off because one, it's just a small thing, and two, I know how these wrappers work. I've dealt with, these types of wrappers and stuff like that. The covers and shit like that just not coming off and shit. I understand that one little rip could ruin a person's day, but look at the other side and how it's not ripped. You could use that to just circle around it carefully. Is it a little bit more time consuming? Sure, but it's an easy fix.
But who's to say it won't happen again?
As long as they don't get
think about
pissed
it.
off and just rip it off, then it won't happen again. Because
But- This is a very serious topic for me, okay?
okay.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but goddamn, dude. Looking at this makes me upset. And let me tell you, because this proves one thing. It's such a minute detail that nobody else really thinks about, but I do. Okay? You know how there's like sticky shit on the corners right there, like on the sides?
Yeah.
That means one of the sides is more sticky than the other. Why can't we make all the sides the same amount of sticky?
Well, because it's not actually sticky.
Why-
They melt it into
Why
it.
can't we do that? Why can't we do that though?
The process is melting the plastic into the aluminum top.
And the process still stands. If that's the case, the metal should be all the same heat all the way around. Should be putting the same amount of pressure on top when they're putting on the top for the fucking yogurt cup.
Yeah, so it's probably an error with the company.
You know what? I can't look at this any longer. Just let's go down the comments. Ducat company. I don't know. Step on a Lego or something. That's a 9 out of 10 for me. I hope something mildly inconveniences your day, like you get stuck in traffic on your way home. Like this is.
It's not like the biggest thing, but it's just like fuck. Like the owner of the company, you hope that happens to him.
So look, that
Yeah, the
second
first
color
color.
right there is exactly why I like doing that. I like licking the underside of the top, okay? And the fact that now I gotta lick two separate pieces that could have been one makes me mildly upset. This is not just mildly infuriating. This is infuriating, okay? I completely agree. The ripping pisses me off. Bro,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, me and the three commenters right here, we're on the same page. We're on the same page here. I'm just as upset as they are right now.
It's fair. It's fair. It's very fair.
Any lasting comments on this?
I just don't see it as much as a problem, but I do agree the owner of the company should I don't know, slightly twist his ankle going down the last step of a staircase.
Look, see, this is why we're having this conversation though, because we have differing opinions. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Exactly. That's why I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this.
All right, to the next.
Okay, wait a second. This is a video. Hold on, wait. I need to go back. This video makes me infuriated.
I'm infuriated.
Okay.
Flip it. Flip the cube. All right.
That was the end of the video.
So if the video went on any longer, I probably would have lost my mind. But I would put that like at a solid 6 because I know in my heart I could do something to fix that.
Yeah. It's obviously the polarizing ends of the fucking magnet aren't going together. You need to flip the magnet.
Yeah, you
It's
gotta
such
flip the
an
cube.
It's such an easy fucking fix, and they're just not doing it.
I think we found out what's infuriating you the most here. This one has definitely gotten to you a little more, Guru. I can feel it. I can
Because
understand it.
it's
Let's
people
talk about
being stupid. It is people being fucking stupid. Oh my god, the fucking maker of this video is like, why isn't it going in? Huh? How did a magnet work? It is the simplest thing you learn in the fucking, like, 5th grade. Magnets have different polarizing ends. One is north, one is south. South and north go together, but south and south do not. The inside of that fucking hole probably has a south on south, and it's just not. It is absolutely idiotic. There is absolutely no reason that this guy shouldn't just pick up the cube, figure out what polarizing end is which is easy to do because you can hover it over that little block. You don't need to. Now I understand these might be neodymium magnets or however the fuck you say it.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's true, they might be a little hard to get off. You might take off one or two while trying to take off the one. But at the same exact time, at least you would fix the fucking problem. My fucking God!
I feel like the worst, like the breaking point for this video, or for you, would be like the fact that it's seven seconds of this dude not fixing it, and he cuts it off well before he should be able to. So like he doesn't show that he does fix it. After this, we're left in our minds to believe that this individual just like he just let it be.
Hey, you want me to make you even more angry about this?
What?
I've seen the whole video. He doesn't fix it.
How long is this video?
It's like 23 seconds, the actual video.
It is 23 seconds of that.
I saw it on TikTok. Yeah.
Now that changes opinions.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't fix it. He even does actually take off that one little one that doesn't fit, and you can see this is a smaller, like it's like cropped or something. But I've seen a video of this, and the guy takes off the magnet at one point, and he puts a different magnet.
Okay. Thanks
Like,
for clarifying with me. I hope this individual shits themselves at work, in front of everybody. Like, I want an important like thing going on. He has to like they're talking about the company going downhill, and he's up there showing the stats, and this person just needs to shit themselves. Like they need to be embarrassed for the rest of their life, because apparently they can embarrass themselves on the internet too. That makes fuck them.
I completely agree. I think this guy should be offered a piece of gum from one of his coworkers, not realizing it's one of those laxative gums from an MRE, and then go into a meeting, a very important business meeting.
You know what? I hope his coworker hands him a piece of gum, but it's actually one of those gag, like, gum prank things.
And it fucking electrocutes him.
And he pulls on it, and it shocks him.
I hope it's also not one of the regular ones. I hope it's like an edited one, where it's just the vault of a fucking taser.
Real.
Just fucking.
Let's check out. It's weaponized incompetence, is what this is.
Yeah, I hate this. I hate when things make me this infuriate.
Real.
If that cube goes in, the whole universe will collapse on itself. He doesn't know how close he came.
Then just flip the last magnet cube upside down.
Just,
work.
you know what?
Yeah, but you didn't show it. You didn't fucking show it. You showed you fucking up on it constantly. You didn't even.
This isn't even the guy.
Show the part that you did flip it.
Look at this fucking guy. Wouldn't work. Wouldn't work. What the fuck do you know? Do you not know anything about magnets? It's a magnet.
Flipping it would work.
Yes, there is a side that it would work, because then none of those other magnets would be sitting there.
That is literally how magnets work. This dude deserves prison time. Dude, I hope that you get taken out by the woods or like by the lake, and you get of mice and men. That's where I'm leaving that.
I think you'll like this one.
Sounds like a level 2 spell. I will cast Infuriate on the metallic cube. The metallic cube stops resisting and slides into place. You know what? That would be a pretty solid spell.
It would be. I cast Infuriate. Okay. Roll a d20. Nat 20.
Real. Then we got Y there.
Y. Yeah, we got Y. Why can't
it
it
work?
just
Because
fucking
he's not
work?
flipping it. Easy.
Why did I
Is
add
that it? Is this it?
That's
That is-
it. That's it.
After your explanation of this, knowing that this video is 23 seconds long, this is a solid 10 out of 10.
It's
10 for me. Like,
here's my thing. I feel like it's also just a rage bait video too. I feel like this person knows exactly what to do, but that also just pisses me off. Because here's my thing, right? I don't mind weaponized incompetence, yes, but also my thing is I hate people that just go out of their way to do something like that for attention, because they're not doing it to actually infuriate people. Because it's dependent. Because you can see like sometimes, oh, it is, just being stupid to be stupid. They think it's funny, but then there's sometimes where they're doing it and they're like, how do I do that? They're trying to get traction on their fucking comment section and shit like that, and I'm like, God, that pisses me off so fucking much. Like, for the love of God, I never want to get to a point where I'm so, like, desperate for views and comments that I'm sitting there and I'm like, how does this work? Let me post a 20-something minute fucking video on not solving a single puzzle because I don't know how it works. If I'm stupid, it's really me being stupid, and I find that even funnier. I find, like, you can tell whenever it's just, like, they're trying too hard, you know?
Yeah, they want to be funny.
They're trying way too fucking hard.
Well, the thing that gets me here is, I do agree with what you had said earlier, but I can only assume by the camera quality of this video that this individual has been making videos for a hot minute.
Exactly.
So who's to say that he hasn't been doing this constantly?
Exactly, because this is a nice quality video. They're on a literal fucking, like, little board that's supposed to be used for, like, arts and crafts and shit. And what? You expect me to believe that you just did this out of free will?
Dude, honestly, this individual is going to gay baby jail. That's all I'm gonna say. Gay baby jail it is. We'll move on to the next one. That's a solid 10 out of 10 for me. Gay baby jail. You're gonna be there.
Yeah. Oh my fuck! I don't even want to fucking see it again.
I can't believe you just played again. That made me upset.
Yeah.
You want me to read it, or?
I think I got it this time. Adjustable toll prices in Texas. In Texas, they have adjustable toll prices, meaning they could charge you based on how much traffic there is. Usually the price goes from a few cents to around $3 to $4. The other day I saw this. I don't really think this is as important as what they just described, because I didn't even... What? 20... That's actually just crazy. Whoops. That's actually just crazy. Fucking $20.
Look, see, so this would make me mad, right? But the only reason why I'm not mad is because I know, one, that there's an option on your phone to avoid toll roads. So you knew you were going to a toll road and having to pay money at some point. I mean, sure, the price is ridiculous, but you knew that you were going to have to pay. At some point in time, you're going to pay. I don't know if the $24 means that there's less traffic or there's more traffic, but I would assume it's less traffic since it's $24. But, I mean, I feel like this is more of a convenience fee and less of something that would make me infuriated. Like, if I knew that my state had toll roads, what I would do is drive around them. And sure, it would add maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes to the drive, but in reality, that's really not that bad. Like, because I'm not spending $24. So, I think it was just like, this was purely just the wrong place at the wrong time. Not necessarily infuriating, but like I can understand why this individual will be mad, since they went on this road that they normally go on, knowing that it's a toll road, knowing that it's an adjustable toll road, and ends up getting paid more than they bargained for. So I can kind of understand that.
I just don't
So I
understand.
give this like a 2 out of 10.
Because look, okay, if it's true and it's based on the amount of traffic, look at the picture, right? Let's just take a look at the picture. There is at least 4 cars in front of this person. That's a decent amount of traffic for Texas. This is Texas, mind you, that we're talking about. They have toll roads everywhere, so there's not always gonna be one of those, like, oh, I could just bypass it by doing that.
We would need JoJo's opinion on this.
Yeah, we probably would need Bean's opinion.
Yeah.
But higher rates for no tag, I kind of understand that. But still, it's just this. This number is absolutely insane to me.
Is pretty ridiculous.
But at the same exact time, I have to take a step back and think about it. They don't really have state taxes in Texas. So this is the only way they make their money. The government in Texas makes their money. So
okay, so that kind of lessens the blow a lot. Like, because if you're not expected to pay taxes, right?
you know
And
you
they're
have to
doing
pay
that.
somewhere.
Like, you gotta put money in it somewhere, right? So this is a solid 2 out of 10. This isn't that bad.
Yeah, I don't know. That number just kind of annoys me, but that's pretty much it. It's not like I'm gonna get it crazy like this. But
Okay.
Dealing with the
Alright.
after effects of a
I-
migraine.
I'll take on this one.
Okay.
As the title says, I had a migraine earlier, which thankfully went away with some medication. But goddamn, the after effects are still persisting. A little dizzy, super shaky, and both nauseous and hungry, as all get out. Also sweaty, but I don't know if that's just me or it's actually warm. Weather app says it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Thanks for telling me that, I guess. This is annoying me. This is annoying as heck. I hope it goes away before I have to go to work in an hour. Okay. Once again, this is like kind of one of the things that I get it, but I don't think it should be on this forum, considering the fact that a simple Google search asking how to get rid of that stuff would have solved the problem.
Also, I think this person is just sick.
Yeah, I was about to say I get migraines, but migraines don't do all that.
Yeah. I was on migraine medication for a while, like actual, like not just like, oh, I took a couple of Aleve or ibuprofen, like the crazy shit. But this, a little dizzy, super shaky, both nauseous and hungry, and sweating.
What the fuck does hunger have to do?
What it is they probably haven't. That's probably why they have a fucking migraine. They didn't fucking eat.
Real. That could be the problem.
Hold on a second. Wait, pause. Because this all seems like symptoms of just not eating.
So, I will say this. I'm looking at the symptoms of migraines.
Yeah.
So this is what it shows up with. It says pain areas in the face or neck. Pain types can be a dull pain. Headache can be severe, throbbing, acute, or frequent. Whole body. It causes dizziness, lightheadedness, or malaise. Visual. Sensitivity to light, distorted vision, and seeing flashes of light. That's a common one.
Yeah.
Gastrointestinal, nausea or vomiting. Sensory, aura or sensitivity to sound. And also common, irritability, nasal congestion, or scalp tenderness. So, I feel like those would be more of like really bad symptoms. I don't think that would necessarily be like.
But also,
honestly, it would have. how many times does this person get migraines, and how often does this happen?
This is talking about the after effects. Like, they don't have the headache anymore, but they have these symptoms. Here's my thing. If I'm hungry, like really, really hungry, and I haven't eaten and, you know, stuff like that, my thing is I get these. I get this exact migraine. I feel a little dizzy. I'm super shaky. I am starving. Not just hungry. I am starving, but I also feel really fucking nauseous. And
Yeah.
everything just feels hot as fuck. And you know what?
Yeah.
The medicine, it does take away the migraine. Just a couple of ibuprofens, pop that in your mouth. Cool, in like 10, 20 minutes, you're good. You're good. That headache's gone. But you still feel dizzy. You still feel shaky. You still feel nauseous. You still feel hungry because you are hungry. And you're sweating. I think
because
this
at that
person
point,
just
you've
didn't
gotten rid of
fucking
the
eat.
migraine. Yeah, at that point, you've gotten rid of the migraine. The migraine is no longer affecting you anymore, yet you are still having the symptoms of one. That sound, yeah, I get what you're saying. It sounds like they're probably just not eating.
So, I don't want to, you know, because I feel like this is just not enough information to
No.
warrant anything. Because one, has this person been eating? And also, the weather app says it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It probably is hot outside, but also I'm considering that you're probably inside of your house with the AC on. So what does the weather app have anything to do with any of it? Unless you just don't have your AC on for whatever reason. Or maybe this person just lives in England, you know.
Yeah.
But why would they use Fahrenheit? They would use Celsius. So no, scratch that. This has to be in America.
This makes sense. All right.
I feel like they kind of did it to themselves.
The migraine, it's honestly at like a 1 out of 10 for me. The after effects, just eat, bro.
Yeah.
Consume some food. Once again, not really anything I'd be upset about. So like 1 out of 10. It's
Or
just like
take some cold medicine. They might just have a cold.
real. That is also real.
I feel like this is just a sort of, they inflicted it on themselves.
Yeah. Like, instead of saying it was mildly infuriating, they could have just, I don't know.
Done
Looked it
something
up.
to stop it. Exactly.
Yeah. I don't really I don't really.
And the way that they talk about it as if it's something that happens like constantly, so I really do want to think that it is food rather than sickness.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? Maybe they just have a really bad immune system and they get sick very often. So, but still, come on, man. Come on.
All right. So this one wasn't too bad then. So
Yeah.
let's continue.
Sorry, this post was deleted by the person who originally posted it. Okay. Well, then let's skip that one. If you were looking for an image, it was probably deleted. Thanks, Reddit.
That's mildly infuriating.
That itself, this entire post is just kind of pisses me off, not gonna lie. These reviews by people that somehow quote their entire review, that quote their entire review and use quotations or asterisks. Who are these people that have found this helpful? Okay. This AI app is truly amazing. The response are Yeah, putting it in quotations. Gronk AI. Oh my god. This is fucking Elon's thing.
Yeah, Twitter.
This is Elon's fucking thing.
This really isn't that bad. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
You don't think this is bad?
No, because it'd be different if they didn't know that it was AI and they did download it and it was the opposite of what these reviews are saying. But they know it's AI, and they haven't downloaded it and used it. This is assuming with how the way that they said it was, and just who are these people that found this helpful? These reviews by quote unquote people that somehow quote their entire review and use. Which only leads me to believe that this individual did not use the app at all, and they're completely going off the reviews, and they're just mad about the reviews.
That's fair.
I don't.
That's fair.
What are the AI reviews doing to you truly?
And also,
You know they're AI.
Here's okay. You know what? I'll put my 2 cents in here. It is a review under a AI app. Of course, the fucking reviews are AI.
You know, it would actually be kind of funny if somebody actually used the app and they were like, "All right, I need you to make a review for Grok AI app."
That's exactly what I thought.
So this looks. That's what this looks like for me. I don't know. This doesn't really make me upset. Like this is pretty tame.
I think it's just kind of
Like,
more a mixture of funny and sad.
Yeah, I still think the worst one out of all of these has been the magnet one so far. Like this isn't that like too bad.
Yeah, very true. Wait, what? I sent the wrong person on Apple Pay. They accepted it and blocked me. Now I'm out of $40 and can't get my medication.
Yikes.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, so now we're actually getting into the weeds here.
Holy shit.
This is fairly infuriating. Honestly, this would even make me mad. I'd just be disappointed in the fact that I sent money to the wrong person.
I would be mad at myself. This isn't even being mad at somebody else.
I agree. That is highly unfortunate, dude. Goddamn. No, I couldn't even imagine. This is exactly why I double even triple check this shit.
Exactly. Exactly.
Every time that before I send money, even if I send it to the correct person, like if I use Cash App, I will constantly make sure that it's the correct person. Like even if I have their like contact saved and I know it's their information, I will go up to the person or at least text them or call them and be like, "Hey, is this you?" Before I send the fucking money.
Very fucking true. I could not agree more.
They're probably infuriated with themselves here, and honestly,
it's
I
fair.
would be infuriated if they took the money and just fucking peeled out. It's like if it's your medication and I just spent $40 on it, I'd be fucking mad.
That is very true. Because who knows what kind of medication it is, you know, stuff like that.
I mean, $40 is pretty cheap for medication, so I'm not really sure what they're getting.
But listen, hear me out though. If this was done to me, not by me, but to me, like I got $40, I would probably do the same fucking thing.
Like if someone randomly sent you $40?
Yeah, I'll just be like, shit, okay.
But see, so the issue with that is my belief is that they are already texting this individual, right?
You know, I didn't consider that.
So they know who it is. They know who didn't send.
Wait a second.
What?
Dude, hear me out. I don't think I don't think this is for actual medication. Who uses Apple Pay and like text it to like their pharmacist? I think this is about weed.
Or no. So it could be a possibility that they needed their counterpart, right? Or their parent to go pick up the medicine, so they just sent money.
That's fair.
But that's why I use Zelle.
That's fair. Why
Zelle is way more safe. Hey Zelle, I need you to give my boy ads right now. Give my boy Guru ads right now for Zelle. I need you to run that. Yep, safe transferring money. It's a safe system.
We're not sponsored. Yeah. What the fuck? That's free money for them. They don't just give you money after you do an ad for them. They have to contact you first.
Zell, we would like to talk to you about something.
Hey Zell, if you wanna contact my business email, that's completely fine, man.
If you want to get in contact with my Discord,
Hey Zell, if you want to become my Discord kitten.
Real. Anyways, let's check out these comments. Let's see what we got here.
Okay.
Wait till I tell you how I made $40 today.
Lol, let's laugh at my pain. Okay, this person's just woe is meing. I fucking hate
Yeah.
that. I
Uh-oh. Like
oh,
$40
let's
is
laugh at
$40.
my pain. What do you want me to do? Not laugh at your pain? You did this to yourself. Still.
If someone sent me $40 and asked for it back, I would assume it was for some kind of scam. I mean, that's fair, because there is a way that they can get access to your account by... But that's also begging the question if they knew this person. So, I don't know.
Oh no. Wait, you spoke on the phone with Apple or the person? Why would it send...
Apple lets you cancel and reject it. We spoke on the phone. Why would you send it to the wrong person? Typed in the wrong number and I didn't review it before sending it on. Okay, so it's your fault.
Yeah, it's completely your fault.
Yeah, but it's... Boo-hoo. Life sucks and then you die. Carry on. Like... You're out $40. Go get some bread. Alright? That's all I'm gonna say.
No, look, this is exactly what you were talking about. From this viewpoint, this is a common scan to reverse the transaction.
Yeah. Can't they accept it before I cancel it? Apple said ask for it back. Apple is wrong. Talk to your bank. Again, from the POV, this is a common scam and the instructions are to always have the sender's bank claw back the money. No, Apple is right on this. This is not a common scam. Despite the people on the scam sub fanatically believing it and repeating it, despite literally nobody ever actually saying they were scammed this way. For an Apple Cash transaction, once it's been accepted, there's no backsies. The only option is for the recipient to send it back. It can't be called back in any way by the sender. If it could, this would open an entirely new and very real scam opportunity. And to clarify, there's no reason for the OP to talk to their bank. Even assuming the money originated from the debit card, that doesn't matter because the bank wasn't involved in the transaction where it was sent to the wrong person. OP legitimately intended to and did fund their own Apple Cash account. That's entirely on the bank's involvement. Where it happened to it after has nothing to do with the bank. Okay.
If Tim...
Like,
especially for $40, if Tim Apple sent me...
yeah, once again, this is only $40, so this is
yeah, it's really not.
It's pretty tame. Mildly, I'd put it at a 5 out of 10 if this happened to me. But
It's
I'd
like
be more
about halfway.
infuriated. I'd be more infuriated with myself at the fact that I didn't double check the number.
Exactly. At the end of the day, it's this own person's fault. It's not Apple's fault. They probably want to blame Apple, especially at the time, but you know, it's completely their fault.
Yeah.
When you try to make a payment before the late fee, and there is a error on the make a payment page on hold for hours. Yikes. Oh, and this is a toll thing again. This is a toll thing again.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because look at the website.
Once again, it's a self-accountability aspect here, because
You should have paid this before.
yeah, I don't know what it is with like people coming on here and posting an issue that they created. Like, you can't be mad. I mean, I know it's like infuriating that the page has an error, and I get it, but it's also your fault for waiting so long to pay it.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just pay it beforehand? Maybe they had to get the money I don't know. Let's check out the comments. I feel like there's still more that we need to figure out before we can actually.
Dope ass computer though. Very helpful.
I thought USA was land of the free. Why do they have toll roads? To continue making sure that the roads are looking fine.
And let's be honest, this is
And
probably in Texas again.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all. What it says there are 3 comments.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the only 2.
Okay, I don't feel like we really have too much information to make a notion on this. Like this.
Here's my thing.
This seems...
Wait a second. Hold on. Oklahoma. This is in Oklahoma. Does Oklahoma really have that many state tolls, though?
I mean, I've been there, but I can't really determine if not, because I want to say when I went there with my buddy, we didn't go through a single toll road, so
It's fair. It's fair.
I don't know. Once again, like, if you don't want to pay the toll, just go around it. It's really not that complicated.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And this is like a 0 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
The tear strip isn't there. Okay.
Okay. It's just
There's a reason why this is 0 comments. Because this isn't that bad.
Yeah.
It would be a different story if they said tear here and they tear it and then it does that. I mean, it's still tearing at the end of the day. That's not really a problem.
Also,
like,
what is this candy?
I don't know.
The sass from unsubscribing from an email list.
I would laugh.
Yeah.
You've been unsubscribed. It's done. You have been removed from our list.
I don't really see this as that irritating. This is just kind of
Look right
funny.
here. I kind of appreciate the confirmation. It lets me know that we are both on the same page. Real. This is real. Look, see, this is a real interaction right here. Who would be mad at this?
This person's just pissed off because like they're expecting like some like respectful comment from this, like obviously.
Probably boomer.
Yeah, very fucking true. A middle-aged fucking woman that's just like, I deserve tons of respect for this.
Real. Oh, that's a pretty
This is
solid
still-
pen, if I were to say so myself.
Yeah, but dude, oh my god, love this pin.
What's wrong with the pen? It's not there.
On a post about a homophobic father, and TT does this.
What is TT?
Good question. What is TT? I'm guessing it's some sort of like banning, like auto, like flagging thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's what they're using. Let's what are the comments here?
They got banned. Their like comment was removed and they were given a warning, basically. And their comment was deleted.
I think the thing here that we really have to think about, that it says on a post about homophobic father.
So they were probably posting something pretty fucked up.
Well, the thing is that the post is about the situation, not from the situation. If it was a homophobic father, and you said something like disgusting father, I'm not sure what the fucking community guidelines are.
And I think
it's TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. It's TT. TT is TikTok.
Okay, I mean, I could understand why that's pretty frustrating then, because I feel like saying disgusting father is fairly tame compared to what you could say.
True.
I don't know. I don't even know what ICL means. I can't lie. Okay. all that stuff is monitored by bots. If you think you're going to get leniency because of the content you're responding to, it's just not going to happen. That's
True.
also fair.
That is very fair. But it's also TikTok. TikTok, I feel like, has been going downhill for a while now.
I mean, I said fuck in the comments one time, and I still haven't been banned from it. So I don't know. I can understand how it's infuriating because sometimes it happens to you and sometimes it happens to other people. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Just the bots being weird, which is kind of annoying. But does it really ban them?
I don't think it banned them. I'm looking at this closer. It just seems like maybe they were given a warning and their comment was deleted. That's pretty much it.
I mean, simple fix, just don't comment anything ever again.
Yeah, that's why I don't comment anything.
Real. I only comment under people who I know.
Exactly. I'll do that. I'll do that. I think it's one of the funnier things to do.
Yeah. I don't know. That one isn't that bad. All right.
Oh, you know what? This is your thing. This is your thing.
This picture just made me upset. This resealable package, quote unquote. I cut it open a little above the cut here line. I might as well have gnawed it open with my teeth for all the good that did. What did you fucking cut it with? Because
looks like scissors with a cut pattern.
not even. It looks like they
It looks like they okay. Look, it looks like they cut with scissors at the start and then ripped off the rest.
Let's scroll down. I feel like I need more information on this. Those cut here or tear here lines always suck, man. They always never work. I mean, that's also fair, but I mean, you also can't blame the individual for doing it when they know it sucks and they know it normally fixes it. I feel like this would make me pretty mad.
Yeah.
Because now you can't seal the bag. And now if you put that back in the fridge or freezer, it's going to get freezer burn from being open. And that would frustrate me because that shit would go out the door. Like, it's practically a one-time use kind of item at that point. But
I mean, it's I guess it's also dependent because if it's getting freezer burn, that I feel like that takes a while. And if you're this is it's dependent on what they're using it for. If they're using this for like milkshakes, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that they have like a daily milkshake that they put these into for like health benefits or something like that. I feel like it's not even a lot either. It's not that fucking much.
No. I mean, at the end of the day, like, it can be infuriating, but at the same time, there's clips and shit that you can use for your bags.
Yeah.
Like, this, it's something that you can easily fix. But at the same time, the individual should have been able to feel the resealable part.
Wait a second. Look at that logo. Hold on. Wait a second.
Great value.
That's exactly why. Great value.
Yeah, it's
you're expecting
greatness at a great value. Great value gives you something great at a cheap price. So, I mean, nobody said the bag was gonna be perfect, okay?
And also, it's Walmart. It's a huge company that does not care about their fucking customers.
No. So this is already a double-edged sword here. Plus, it looks like they opened it like a gremlin. Like that doesn't.
Very true.
Yeah, I don't understand where the anger is coming from because those scissor marks don't even look like scissor marks. It looks like they tried pulling it with their hand, and then they did the thing where they like grab both of the sides and they try to open it up like a chip bag.
And it ripped the thing.
Yeah, so I mean, it honestly looks like user error to me.
It looks like they fucked up.
Yeah, but once again, there's ways to get around this. If that happens to you, you could just flip it back and then put it back in the freezer. Like this isn't really a big deal.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
I would put this as like maybe like a 6 out of 10 in the moment. But like at the end of the day, if you have shit and you know you've experienced this problem before, and you refuse to get any type of like clips to clip your fucking bags,
like you refuse to fix the problem.
Your fault. Yeah, like you at this point, it's your fault.
I really feel like this just comes down to user error, especially with these you know how flimsy these goddamn bags are. It's great value.
No, they literally ripped it like a fucking gremlin. Like they were super excited to get frozen like fucking like fruits. Why not just get fresh ones at that point? Like, if you're so upset about the bag, just get fresh ones that all you gotta do is open up like a little plastic thing and then fucking throw it in a
Yeah.
blender. Like I don't understand. I don't know. All right,
That's also true.
this is wild as shit. The public washroom lock is on the outside of the door. Can you go to the next photo there? I want to see what it's looking like. Okay, that's fairly normal. That is a fairly normal lock for a bathroom stall, but I do understand. And it honestly, I would say it depends from gender to gender. I don't want to be that guy, but I feel like if it was a dude, like, and you're in a stall, you're pretty covered, right? You know, like if
Yeah.
somebody walks in while you're taking a shit, like, what's the worst that they're gonna see? Like your naked legs? But women, on the other hand, I feel like that should be a fixed issue, because people are fucking weird, and they're gonna try their best to try and put like a coin in that coin slot right there, and they're gonna try and fucking jiggle the lock to unlock it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that's necessarily safe. I would say that's fairly infuriating, especially if you have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that shit would piss me off. I'd be pretty mad. I'd be pretty mad if that was...
Especially, this does seem like a bigger stall, like maybe a family stall.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing like a changing thing or anything like that, so maybe not. But if it is, come on, it's kind of fucked up.
It'd be different if there was like a specific key that only the individuals that like ran the washroom had. But the fact that this is like a public bathroom and anybody could just walk in there, stick.
I mean, but even then, you can't really count that as safe anymore. I mean, look at the world that we live in now, right?
Yeah.
Even having, you know, a key
I would
in general.
say, if you can't do it for one, you know, they should fix these locks for everybody. Much rather. This is concerning, especially for, you know, little kids and women. Like this shouldn't be a thing for anybody. Much rather. It just the gap in the restrooms. I don't even have to look at the picture to know that this upsets me, because I can tell you this right now, and it's specifically airport bathrooms that do this. So every time that I have to take a shit at a fucking airport, I should not be able to see somebody's entire body weight through a gap in the stall, because that lets me know that they can see me taking a shit.
Yeah, and you just want to have that privacy. You just want to be like, this is my time. I just want to shit.
The best way that I can explain that feeling is like, you know, when you're like, imagine this, you're about to take a shower, right?
Yeah.
You're butt booty naked.
Mm-hmm.
You're ready to go in that shower and get cleaned.
Yep.
Your tummy is welling up.
Very
right?
true. Yep.
Now you gotta shit. And now you have to shit naked. Okay? You sit down to take said shit, and then about like maybe a minute in, a spider crawls up the wall right next to you.
Oh, fuck that.
That is the vulnerability I feel. Because if I'm clothed and I see that spider is cooked. But now that I'm naked, I'm at my most vulnerable point. Who knows if that spider decides to crawl up my pee hole? Nobody knows, okay? That is the feeling I get from the gaps in airport bathrooms. Specifically from airport bathrooms.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of foot traffic. There's also the guys that are cleaning the place. There's absolutely no reason why they should be able to look in there and just see me taking a dump. Like, if I see your eye in there, I'm poking it. Like, I received the wrong amount of two of the flavors.
Kids? You feeding this to your kids?
Or are you calling your cat your kids?
Yeah, I would hope it's the cats.
Yeah.
Hold on to see the comments, because I want to see whether or not they got less or more.
Sit your cat down and explain it to them.
See, that's actually what I would do for Coconut and Mittens.
Hey,
I would
listen.
sit down and just, hey guys, I'm sorry to say this, but like, shit came up. I don't know what to really say here. I'm really sorry that this had to happen, but you get less of the milk flavor today, and then they're gonna kill us.
These also aren't. It's not milk.
Look, somebody said, look. You see that comment on the bottom? You feed your kid cat food.
Yeah, exactly. I was waiting for that.
Normalize. Stop calling your fucking cats kids without explanation. If you have like a picture of your cat and you're like, this is my child, then yes, that's one thing.
Well, I mean, their cat's kind of in the picture.
But to specifically say, my kids, that this is my kid's food, and it's just a picture of cat food, mildly concerning.
Yeah.
And now your feline overlords will punish you with their incompetence. True. Luckily, cats aren't notoriously finicky. Obviously you don't have cats. They are 100% finicky. Fucking Mittens, if I don't clean her litter box in less than 2 weeks, and it hits that 2-week mark, she's
pissing everywhere.
Yeah, she's an asshole. I love my cat, but sometimes when she does that, I'm just like, you know, I could open the door and you could just never come back. You know? Like...
r/roast to me.
Alright. Damn.
Okay, I actually think I have a system for this. What we're gonna do is roast them ourselves and then scroll down to the comments.
Dude, I'm not that good at roasting people I don't know. I kind of have to know you before I can roast you. Like,
that's fair enough.
For you, I'd be like, well, Guru, at least I don't eat my dad. You know, shit like that.
Hold on. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Actually, this person has more than one picture.
Oh my god. I'm not really sure. I feel like I would have to look at other people's roast first before I can genuinely come up with a roast, because this picture does not tell me anything. Actually, in the background, it does. I see a tapestry.
It tells me everything I need to know.
I see a tapestry in the background, which is like what every basic white woman has in their room.
Mm-hmm. Basic white woman trying to act quirky.
Yeah, exactly. You're not quirky just because you have red hair. You have a fucking tapestry in the back.
Now, hear me out. Here's my thing. I hope this person never walks into a fucking magnet store.
I really hope that.
Because they're fucked.
Yeah, you're cooked. Like, 100%.
100% cooked.
But let's see what everybody else has to say about this individual.
Sure.
Real! Oh my god, I did not put that together.
Animal? Holy shit, this one was so bad it was deleted.
What the fuck did he say?
I don't know, I want to know so badly. I hate whenever that happens.
Why would you insult a fine, upstanding Muppet in this way?
Oh my god, I laughed so hard. I'm lightheaded.
You laughed so hard that your mic didn't even pick it up.
Are
Like,
you
I'm not even
serious?
lying to you. Yeah, it was loud as shit. Come on, we're here to roast this bitch, not poor animal. He doesn't deserve this. God damn. I'm just like... Mind you, these people know absolutely nothing about this individual besides like 4 pictures that they posted, and they're immediately saying, we're here to roast this bitch, not animal. Like, what did this individual do? I gotta find out. There had to be some laws they broke.
Exactly, bro. There has to be some lore that we don't know.
You look like... Wow.
Holy fuck!
Shit.
You look like...
It tastes like menthol? Good God!
Okay, no, but look at this bitch, right? This bitch is smoking.
That tracks.
This is a pack a day. This is a pack a day, bitch.
Dude, honestly, I can smell how rancid that room is right now.
Dude,
I mean, look at the psychedelic picture in the background. She definitely does mushrooms.
This is
like,
the mixture of, like, dirty dishes in the sink, menthol, weed, and probably, God.
Here's
You know
my
what?
roast.
The last one is tuna.
She looks like those individuals that fucking invite you to their house and has a god awful room and is just like, don't mind the mess. Like, that's what this person looks like.
Listen, man, my room's pretty fucking bad. I ain't gonna deny that.
But
But
that's the thing. You aren't denying it. They will.
they will. They'll be like, don't mind the mess. It's just a little cluttered, dude. I can't
And
find a place
there's
to
like
sit.
a rotting fucking carcass on the floor.
Yeah,
Like, that-
exactly,
that's
exactly.
one place in it.
This bitch looks like she would this bitch looks like she would fuck in a graveyard.
Yeah. Yeah.
She looks like she would fuck in a graveyard thinking that it's unique.
Real, actually.
This is the type of girl that you go out on a date with and like talks for 20 minutes about equality and how women are treated differently and gets angry at you for not opening the door for her.
That's yeah. I can agree with this.
This is the type of bitch that you go out on a date with, and whenever you recommend, because she's the one who invited you out on the date, because heaven forbid you're not asking this out on a date. That was fucked up. You recommend splitting the check, and she gets horribly offended, and goes on a Twitter rant about it.
Nah, she. I don't think it. She just looks like she has no money. I'll be honest.
Very
with you.
true. I feel like
She's still stuck in like 2005 Hot Topic. Like this is
oh
what this screams
very
to me.
true, very true. Which don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she's attractive because she's not.
Can somebody tell her to close her mouth? Like
Yeah. Hey, buddy. The flies are. They'll be there in time. You can close it.
real.
She
You know
looks
what?
like her
Here's my
breath
roast.
stinks to high hell.
Here's my roast. That is somebody you wouldn't eat, even if they committed a horrible crime.
Oh, definitely, dude. That the stench alone would back me away. The stench
Anyway.
alone.
We gotta go to the next person.
This.
Oh my god. No.
Turning heads wherever I go. Yeah, you're turning heads because they
Dude.
can't believe how fucking tight that
100%.
shirt is.
100% receiving unsolicited dick pics from him. Like that's.
It's gonna be grainy and unfiltered too.
Real. It's gonna be like him and his like hairy ass nutsack, and it's just you like what you see.
This
Like,
man does
no.
not shave down there.
I definitely feel like this is like one of the bosses that finds a hot coworker and is like trying to be nice and quirky on Snapchat. Like, yeah, you know, I'm hanging out, sitting here drinking a beer,
Yeah.
and nobody's interested in you. Like, stop.
So fucking true. God, this looks like a fucking Irish drunk.
Real.
This is literally, you think of Irish drunk, this is the image that appears in
Can
your
you
fucking
zoom in
mind.
on that chain? Can you
Hold
zoom
on,
in
wait.
that chain?
That's
Do you
not a,
see that?
wait, is that actually a chain? I thought that was a, oh my god.
Brother, that is a chain.
I thought it was one of those like, oh yeah, I'm tough. Look at the fucking earring. Look at the fucking earrings,
I
bro.
didn't even notice.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna lie here. I hope I don't make anybody mad saying this, but this individual is definitely gay.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
No, but like.
This guy's gay.
I can confirm to you, as somebody who's experienced a gay man trying to. Yeah, let's.
Dude, that button is here holding on for dear fucking life.
Real. Fucking Peter Griffin style.
Whoa, wait. What's that one clip of like the anime girl and her fucking like breast breaks out of the shirt that she's wearing and it shoots off into the distance? That's this guy's stomach.
Real.
Look at this fucking dude. He's so fat his
would
belly
find-
button is just a slit.
I would find this man at a Walmart. And that's like, and I'm talking about like 12 a.m. Walmart. I'm not talking about daytime Walmart. Like this is a midnight Walmart kind of guy, you know?
This is the guy that like if he had kids and I had kids and my kids wanted to go over to his house to play with his kids, I would be like no, just because of the dad.
Yeah. Let's look at the roast here. Let's see
Okay.
if we're on track.
Whoever took this pic was really risky. Losing an
Yeah,
eye.
real.
Wait. I love that gif. Holy
trying to fit up for his shirt. That's fucked.
Oh my
Keep going.
fucking
Keep going.
god.
Keep going. Better launch
Better
that.
launch this.
Oh my god.
Better launch that. That's.
All right.
All right. Let's find like there we go. Oh, it's still about the buttons.
Yeah.
Those bottom buttons fucking deserve a Medal of Honor, possibly.
I think we leaned way too heavy on this individual. We roasted him on 4 different concepts,
Very
and
true.
they're really stuck on the button.
They are.
If you scroll down and find another button one, oh my God! Look, Irish.
Connor McNuggets.
Connor McRiddle. Hell yeah, dude.
The fu-
This tracks.
This tracks. Okay, wait, come on. The buttons.
Look, the sudden increase in gravity. I wouldn't say he's like super fucking fat though. That
He's
wasn't
not,
like obese.
but he purposely wore a tight shirt. Let's not deny
like
that.
that's
He
that's
wore a
beer
tight
gut.
shirt to make him look thinner.
That's a beer gut, like 100%. So I can understand where you come from when you say an Irish drunk. But I feel like we can move on from this because it seems like we're just getting the same repeats.
Looks like a fat Peter Griffin.
Yeah, Peter Griffin, blood tight KFC, that guy from
Breaking Bad,
let
that-
me go. Okay, let's
Oh!
not downgrade my boy like that. Alright?
Let's not downgrade fucking. What was his name? Ted? Tom? Tom.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Shit. Tom. I don't think I'm. You know what? Fuck it. It's gonna know what I mean. Todd. It's Todd. wait. Wait.
Oh my God. All he's missing is a taper fade. That's crazy as fuck.
Holy fuck.
We continue. That, dude.
Oh my god, I'm lightheaded again. Okay. No sugarcoating. Okay, this woman's looking for compliments.
Oh fuck. All right.
This is one of those girls that you would see working at like fuck, what's that fucking store called? This is one of those girls that you would see working at one of those tapestry places.
No, this is what I thought immediately. She looks like she works at Starbucks and complains when people order milkshakes at 7 a.m. Like, who the fuck cares, bro?
Also, clean your fucking room.
I mean, that's not that bad.
What is this? No, what is this?
I don't know.
That's just a door. That's connected to. That's just a door.
Oh shit, yeah, that is just a cabinet door.
with nothing.
What is the purpose of the door?
There's no windows. There's no. It's.
Is there a shelf behind her?
I don't know. You obviously
Have you
didn't want to
ever
have
heard-
your prettier
have you ever
friend
heard
in the
of
fucking
acne?
picture.
Damn. Hey, you know those acne wipes? They actually work really good.
Oh yeah.
Scooby-Doo, haha, where are you?
Yeah, how many, have you ever actually watched Scooby-Doo? That's my
She
question.
definitely identifies as a gypsy. I don't know. There's something about this that just says gypsy.
Okay, here's my thing. This is one of those girls that would wear a band t-shirt and not know who the fucking band is. And it's like a popular band too. She would wear an AC/DC
Nirvana.
t-shirt.
No, it'd be
Nirvana.
specifically
It would be Nirvana. It would be the
Name-
fucking
Name another song from Nirvana besides "Smell Like Teen Spirit." Like,
dude. She probably doesn't even know that one. Let's be honest. Doesn't even know that
give
one.
him the benefit of the doubt one. All right,
And holy shit! Please eat a meal.
dude, she has a fucking huge head.
This is not the
Wait.
picture you were trying to post.
wait. Are those cut marks on her arms?
What? No, I can't zoom
I'm
in.
pretty sure those look like cut marks. All I gotta say. All right, you ready for this one, Guru?
Oh god, yeah.
This one's about to be a toughie. Okay.
Oh fuck.
side to side for attention, up and down for results. All right. So apparently
Uh-huh.
you did it the wrong way.
Ah, shit.
Fuck. That's a good one. That's a good one.
In the comments.
They won't hold back and the eating disorder.
Dude, real. Hold on. What you once cracked? You look like a. She looks like a female version of a Kyle.
That is so true.
Dude, you are 100% correct.
She's punched a few holes in her walls. Like,
Well, she's tried. She's tried.
Let's go. Let's go.
One crack of the knuckles and broke both collarbones.
If you sneeze too hard, your bodies would rub against each other and start a fire. Holy shit.
It's the fucking alien
Dude,
from.
it's Roger from American Dad.
My name's Roger. Wait. My name's Rachel.
Real. Game Grumps reference?
Game Grumps reference. She's literally that character. That whenever they said that, they thought of her.
Real.
Whenever the Game
Real.
Grumps said, "My name is Rachel," they thought of that woman.
Holy shit. Not gonna lie, Anorexic Wednesday sounds like a pretty sweet band name to me. Don't know what made me think of that. I saw them play back in '98 when they opened for the Bulimias. Was that before the drummer left for Two Finger Breakfast? Holy fuck! Pretty sure the bassist played for the Bingers, or was it the Purgers? I can never remember. Oh my god!
They are going into this. Oh my fucking god. Let's find a
Yeah, I wanted to see if they said anything about her arm.
cracked skeleton. That's a good one. That's a good one.
No fucking for you unless it's a fucking sandwich. Okay, what? What does that even mean, bro? Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, this bitch tries getting dick and she gets fucking cracked like a porcelain doll.
Real. Let's keep going. We gotta find more.
Even fat doesn't want to be around you.
And fat can confirm. Now let's see the wrist.
Looks like she cut her biceps for the pic.
I was going to make a cutting. That was like one of the first things I said.
Yeah, we went to that fucking one fucking photo and you wanted to go ham.
You look like you'd be a really cheap date. She looks like somebody who says she knows a place and she takes me to like an abandoned warehouse where a bunch of homeless people live.
And she's like, I work with these people. And then they fucking, like, they come out of the fucking woodworks and they're like, hey, do you have any money for me again?
And she's like, I use
Dude,
my entire
sometimes-
paycheck.
Sometimes I look at these and I'm like, man, I wonder if people like use this as like their final thing. You know what I mean?
That's so... Okay, I'll be honest. I have thought of that before.
It's a little morbid, but like I wonder if they're just like, roast beef for the fun of it, and then next day they're just like, body found on this street. Like,
Do you see what I
don't
see?
know. You match your dress in the last. Oh my god. Yep. You look like heroin in a movie I watched.
It's so true.
That wasn't even that bad. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah. My favorite one are the women's that look for attention on these.
Oh fuck! No way you can hurt my orphan, vegan, and I think I talk to trees. Okay. Fatherless behavior for one.
Yeah, very, very much. So it makes sense. The orphan part makes sense.
Yeah. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking at these
Okay.
photos.
Orphan, you sure about that? You don't
Yeah,
look
let's
very.
keep going.
Oh, birds, of
Oh,
course.
dude,
So that
can't
now
roast
now I
birds.
know that now I know that your house smells like shit.
I love birds though. Birds are the shit.
Birds are great. Have you ever walked into a person's
Wait,
house that
wait,
owned
she's
birds
wearing
that
the
didn't smell
mask
like shit?
backwards, I think. Is she? It looks backwards.
It does
I've never
look
seen
backwards.
a fully white one. Yeah, it is backwards.
Yeah, she's doing nothing to save the save the environment,
Fucking
buddy.
idiot.
Oh yeah, you look vegan. You look vegan. You're 22 and you look like you're at least 35.
Dude, those are malnourished dark eyes right there.
Very true. I bet you don't sleep because you don't have any meat or iron in your system.
Oh,
This is
but
a
yeah,
better.
yeah.
This is a better photo. She actually kind of looks good in this one. I'm not even gonna fret.
Yeah, I was about to say. Plus, she is a cat. That's like a plus for me. I love cats.
Yeah,
so.
cats are great. Wait a second. Wait a second. This actually makes me worried about the cat.
Oh no.
Hold on. This picture just became a lot worse for me.
Hold on. We have to keep looking through the pic. If her cat
fuck.
is vegan, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Okay, you obviously live inside of a nice-ish
She looks
house.
constantly tired.
Very true.
Like in every photo, she's tired.
She has 2 cats. This is not boding well. Bitch,
And now
charge
you're
your phone.
And now you're cooked.
Bitch, charge your
Because
Hold
let me
on.
tell you something. Let me tell you something about that outfit. None of that shit matches.
Doesn't even matter whether it matches or not. 1, you're wearing a camo hat. You know what camo hats usually mean is that you've hunted at least once before. This looks like a stereotypical hunter girl in this photo, but you claim to be vegan and an orphan. So I know that your father ain't taking you out hunting, or your uncle.
Neither is your mom.
Oh, very true.
All right.
But you say
keep going.
you think you could talk to trees? You're about to get shot in the back of the head with that hat. Oh, well, I guess these are vegan.
She has a lot of animals.
Yeah, her house definitely smells like ass.
Yeah. What the fuck?
That's about like 50,000 calories right there.
Hey, Guru, thoughts?
50,000 calories. Oh, what? Because I have fucking antlers, huh? I can't take these fuckers off. I've tried. They stay on my head. I have no control over them.
What do you tell people when they ask you about it? Do you just say it's like a hat?
No, that actually just goes into the Wendigo manipulation. They just think it's normal. Until they think about it too much, and then they start seeing underneath the veil, and then I have to kill them. Can't let all my secrets out. Anyway, final photo. You're obviously in high school in this photo. Congratulations. You have not enough good pictures to post, so you posted one from high school. This is actually not a high school classroom. Scratch that. This is a college classroom. So you're obviously in college.
Apparently, it pays well to be an orphan.
Yeah, exactly. You look like you voted for Trump and denied it.
That's crazy. Let's
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Of course you could talk to trees. You picked the living one that can't walk away from your boring conversations. Oh.
Damn. It's the one thing that can't run away unlike her parents. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's a good one.
I like that one. Or her boyfriend. What boyfriends?
I feel like this one is. I don't really enjoy it when they kind of roast themselves and say roast me, because it kind of defeats the purpose of being roasted.
Yeah. Someone says, "Don't stick your dick in crazy." This is who they meant. Yeah. I
Well,
can see
she's
that.
vegan, so she wouldn't take meat anyways.
Very true.
Using a stick as a dildo doesn't mean you can talk to trees, and chewing on it after doesn't make you a vegan. Damn.
Holy shit.
That's pretty fucking wild. I won't lie.
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
You wanna do one more roast and then move on to the next?
Yeah, because the next one I feel like we'll have a lot more to talk about. Please be a good one, please. I have not scrolled down yet.
Oh no. Oh no.
Not the Austin Powers fucking photo. Wait a second. Not the...
Why is there a random black family on his
Who is this?
Who is that?
This bro looks like, you know those really like, this looks like he would be inside of a TV show that needed an extra to act like he was homeless.
I've seen him outside of Walmart before holding a cardboard sign. He looks like he has no teeth.
He does. If a thrift store be...
Real.
It's so true.
Real.
What is this coat? What is this little cardigan coat that you have, bro?
I forgot the technical term for him, but in high school, for me at least, God damn it, you
know the...
you basically could hide weed in those.
Oh, okay. Hear me out though. You know the shirt, the little sweater that they have that women wear. It's called like the Virgin Killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Virgin Keeper. That's what I'm gonna call the sweater.
Real. Never seen pussy in his life.
So true.
Not
even on his phone. Bro goes to Google it and it gets put on a watch list instantly. Bro is not allowed within, he's not allowed within 5,000 miles of a school. Not because he's a pedophile, just he doesn't want to. They don't want to scare away the kids.
You look like you jack off to Haley from American Dad. Real.
That is so true. Jeff Fisher. Even worse, slacker friend.
You look like the king of Cottonmouth.
That is very true. You look like you washed the meth taste out of your mouth with semen. Please start a GoFundMe for dentures.
Oh, he's like clapping back.
Oh shit.
What? Ain't no way this man is getting mad.
He's getting mad. Wait a second.
I gotta.
Just because you dress like the dude that doesn't... Just because you dress like the dude doesn't mean you could throw your life away on drugs. Are you from Canada? Or... Wait.
You can't say shit, Mr. Trudeau, you hippie crit. Interesting. You look like you would drop common loot when defeated. Is that Minecraft or something? I smoke too much weed to play games other than...
You're trying to act so fucking cool. That doesn't make you fucking cool. Oh, I think he stopped. Oh, there. Here we go.
Oh, no.
Another one.
You look like your favorite thing about pussy is that it bleeds. Only when I get my red wings. Since I like... What the fuck is this guy?
I don't know. Oh fuck! Here's a fucking... You reek of onion, sour ball, and resin. You aren't wrong. Why would you... I ate an onion like an apple when I got back from my job.
That's what it was. It's called the drug rug. That's what it's called. The jacket.
Oh, the drug rug.
I was trying to think of it. Yeah, this kind of loses its purpose, especially since he's already, like... My man is... He's clapping back. Like, he can't take the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one wasn't...
Like, he's taking pride in it. It doesn't make it fun.
Yeah, no.
Or / hot takes. Can I go to... There's no controversial. I really wanted to go to controversial. I actually did go on this, and I saw this one, and I thought you would like this one.
Incest is like eating out of a dirty plate. Yeah, I mean, I can't really... I don't think I could deny that. That's wrong. It's not really a hot take. A hot take would have to be like something that everybody else agrees with, and then you just don't. You choose to have kids. You choose to have responsibility for them for the rest of your life.
Yes, your kids become adults and they can take care of themselves, hopefully. Maybe they can't.
You choose them or choose to keep them. Oh,
This one is very loaded.
yeah, this one's.
This one is a very loaded hot take. Honestly, I'm looking at somebody who clearly doesn't take into account other people who have,
Yeah,
gone
this
through
is.
some struggles, and this guy should do some horrible things.
This is actually kind of fucked. I'm not gonna lie.
Parents, we gave you life, you owe us. Kids, we literally didn't have a choice in existing. That's fair.
Yeah.
I can't remember a time where my parents have said that, but I feel like to an extent the poster has a correct form in the case that they did actually have, like, amicably, they got together with their spouse or they got together with their significant other,
Mm-hmm.
did the deed, and had a baby.
Yeah.
But in the case when it comes to like that person is saying right there, paternity fraud, baby trapping, or SA, I don't think using "you choose to have kids" as an umbrella term is necessarily a correct way to go.
Yeah.
That's kind of, this guy should really rethink the words. Is fire alive? No. Is life fire? Yes. I don't even know what that means personally. That's more of a question and not really a hot take.
Yeah.
Regular marshmallows are way better than s'mores.
Okay, but here's the thing. I think that this person is talking about completely different things. As soon as you make a marshmallow into a s'more, it just becomes a different item.
Hold on, what is this? S'mores are way too sweet and sticky, bro. Whenever I eat a bunch of s'mores when I'm camping, I eventually get a headache from just how sweet it is. However, when I eat a bunch of regular marshmallows, I'm still able to continue doing so because solid sugar just feels better than melted liquid sugar. Plus, do I even need to talk about how thick s'mores? What? The last time I had s'mores, they literally stuck to my hands and no wipe could get it off. I literally had to wash my hands off by walking a mile to the camp to do that. Therefore, whenever I go to a campfire, I just eat the marshmallows raw. Once again, I feel like a lot of individuals are bringing up hot takes that aren't really hot takes.
Hot. Yeah.
Like this one, for instance, like, cool, you don't like s'mores, whatever. A lot of people just eat regular mushrooms if they don't want to make s'mores. But, like, s'mores isn't. It's about the experience of camping.
Wait, pause.
Really
Did you just say mushrooms?
No. Did I? Did I say mushrooms?
You said some people just eat regular mushrooms instead of s'mores.
My bad. My bad.
Bro, your mind on something else?
No. No. But, like, I mean, I eat raw marshmallows too, and I wouldn't even call it raw marshmallows. That's such a weird way to put it.
Yeah.
You eat marshmallows, you fucking idiot.
Dude, I'll be honest. I like regular marshmallows, right? I feel like they're pretty good. But also, I like marshmallows in my hot chocolate. I like them. I do really enjoy s'mores. But also, one thing I used to do as a kid. Now, listen, I might be weird for this. But one thing I used to do as a kid is I would take a plate. I would put the marshmallows in the plate. And I would throw it all in the microwave. And I would eat the molten marshmallow.
Now I'm looking at two solid conversations here.
Which one?
The Super Mario one and the guys can't hit girls, but girls can hit guys.
Okay, let's start with something more tame. Let's go with Super Mario.
It was no doubt revolutionary at the time of release. However, it has aged like milk, left out during the summer day. its controls are unbearably awful. It's borderline unplayable. Don't hit me with the oh you have to try it on the original hardware. Original hardware is what I first played on. The DS port continues to be the definitive version.
Okay, but it's still the same game. I will agree that the DS version actually did fix a lot of the controls, but at the same time, dude, there's still speed running tactics in the entire fucking game. There's still people that play that game to this day. So I don't know how you would say that it aged badly. I think what this person's complaining about really is that he's pissed off about seeing Mario 64.
I do agree with the nostalgia glazing though.
That is true.
I totally get like having a favorite game and being like this game is awesome, you should play it 100%. But I also think you should recognize that the game is old and a lot of people may not enjoy it.
Yeah.
If this was like this is more of an opinion about Super Mario 64, but if he gave like an experience basically saying my friend told me to play Super Mario 64 and he raved about it and then he didn't like it and then his friend got mad at him, I feel like this would bring up more of a conversation. But I do agree with the whole nostalgia glazing thing because one of my favorite games is Fable.
Right.
Okay, and Fable came out in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's like one of the fucking best games ever played. It is objectively one of my favorite games. You can play it if you want to, but I'm not going to force you to play it.
Yeah.
Like I had you play Fable before too.
Yeah.
Like it's 100% not best in the graphics. The combat is fairly it's pretty tame.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing crazy going on with it. It's a pretty normal game. And honestly, what does it for me is just the story, and it is 100% the nostalgia. It was one of the first games that got me into gaming, and Fable is just one of those games that I've always looked up to when it came to like true fantasy games. Because it at the time the game came out, it truly was like you could do whatever you want. It was revolutionary for the time that it came out.
Very
like,
true.
Not many games had it to where you could walk around and fart on people. But to say that it's revolutionary now would be a lie. Like, because
Yeah.
a lot of other games have had that. Like, for instance, this is gonna be completely It's gonna be a cop out, 100%. But like, Saints Row, for instance.
Oh god.
Like, Saints Row, right? It has that open world aspect where you can do a bunch of goofy shit. Like, Fable isn't the only game that does that now. And I can't say that Fable did it the best, because they probably didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because personally, if I were to go for humor tactics based off of Fable and Saints Row, I'm gonna go for the Saints Row part. Like, I know that Fable had a good starting point, like it started that, but it's definitely not the best.
Yeah.
Is basically what I'm saying. It's a pioneer, but it's not the best.
Yeah. I could agree with that. My thing is I think this guy is just pissed off about nothing. My honest opinion, right, about this guy being pissed off about, because it's obviously he's pissed off about this. This is not something that he's pondered about this for a fucking hot second. But claiming that a game that from the beginning had bad controls because they didn't really know how to run those controls yet, and complaining about it, of course the next game in the series is going to have a better control aspect because they learned from the mistakes of that first one. Mario 64 is one of those games that, like, it was one of the first games on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
They were still learning. They can't. It's not like a modern game where you can just update it and be like, oh well, just download this update. It fixes everything. It was a physical cartridge that you plugged into the fucking thing.
Yeah. this guy, he's basically shooting himself in the foot with this comment. Like this,
Yeah.
this post is him shooting himself in the foot, because he's acknowledging that Super Mario 64 is bad, but nobody ever said the controls were fantastic.
Shit.
Of
I don't
course,
even...
it aged like milk. It came out in like what, 1997?
That's a good question.
Like, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here. I'm like, it's also like with Resident Evil. Like, if I compare Resident Evil 1, right, and I tell you when I played it, it was a fantastic game. It's the same thing with Metal Gear. Like, I don't know. It's completely objective. If you want to play it, play it. If you don't, cool. Nobody really fucking cares. We acknowledge that they are old and that they are bad controls. Yes.
Yeah, I
That's
think
it.
that sorry for cutting you off there, but
You're
I
good.
think a good instance of holy shit, I gotta sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you. I think one of a good example of this would probably be the controls of Assassin's Creed 3 compared to Assassin's Creed 4. Because
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 3, I ain't gonna lie, I love the game's story, I love the gameplay and stuff like that, but the controls are god awful in my opinion. Because, heaven forbid, Assassin's Creed 4 still has some of those same controls where, like, you go to run up a wall and it shoots you to a different wall. Like, it's like you're going in a straight line and all of a sudden you're climbing on the wall adjacent to it, and it's like you can't go up anymore. There's nothing else to climb, and like you see the ladder in front of you, and it's not letting you go up this fucking ladder. But
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 3 is so much worse with it. There's entire like running gun stages that have no obvious way to go because everything's textured the same. You literally don't know what the fuck's going on, and that could also just be a texture issue in general. But oh my god, one good example of it is the boat controls. Because in both
Yeah.
games, you get to drive a ship. And while you're driving that ship, you have to shoot other ships. But if you're doing it in Assassin's Creed 3, it feels so finicky. It's buttons that probably shouldn't be the button. You can't really aim all that well. And then Assassin's Creed 4 was like, okay, this is our main stake of the game. You're a pirate, so we have to make sure that this works better. You look at any, like, Nintendo 64 game, and almost all of them are going to have better controls than Mario 64. Because of that exact thing that I brought up earlier. It's that old game. It's that game that basically released with the console. That was their namesake game of the console, was Mario 64. It
Yeah.
has 64 in the fucking title, and that's their main man is Mario. So, of course, it's gonna have aged poorly. It's not gonna age good. That's why they made the DS port of it. And that's why the DS port, in my opinion, actually controls a little better. I prefer the DS port over it, but I'm not gonna deny that Mario 64 is a bad... Like, I'm not gonna say that it's not a good game, because it is a good game. In my opinion, I love that game.
Yeah.
But I do agree. I think the guy's just shooting himself in the foot.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. This guy is kind of not really a hot take. It's more of just like basic information that everybody already knew.
Yeah.
It's just that nobody really cared.
And also, like, the first commenter, I'm tired of nostalgia glazing, but I don't know what you mean by nostalgia glazing.
I mean, maybe a couple of years ago, yeah, there was a bunch of people that used to play it, and then they became, big and stuff, and everyone was like, oh,
The thing is that Mario 64 assets are just the easiest to use. That's why they're used so often. It's not the nostalgia glazing. It's purely of the fact of, like, it's a couple of polygons. You're not really worried about, say so the same thing about, like, okay, a couple of polygons compared to, I don't know, fucking 2B's fucking ass from, what's
Yeah.
that game called? I'm completely blanking here. But it's
Automata?
yeah, exactly that one. Like, her ass, I think they said has like 70,000 polygons. It's literally like twice the amount that the entire game of Mario 64.
That's kind of wild. How the fuck do you know that?
It was a meme going around a while back.
crazy.
Yeah, but it's of course games are going to get better because systems become better. The Nintendo 64 was an absolutely revolutionary gaming
It, ju-
console.
it just looks like this man he played this game with the expectation that it wasn't going to be a 64 game.
Yeah. He went into Mario 64 thinking it was going to be fucking GTA 6.
Real. I don't know. Let's
Yeah.
carry on.
Yeah, let's carry on. This one's yikes. Yikes.
I can agree with this because anybody can kill anybody. Now, unprovoked.
Hmm.
Unprovoked is different.
That's just abuse.
Yes, that is abuse. I mean, unprovoked. That shit makes sense. You just don't. You just don't do it. And it goes the same way for women too. You just don't hit a dude. But once one person has hit the other, those bounds are completely crossed now.
I feel like it's fair game.
You have full rights because at the end of the day, anybody has a willingness to kill another person regardless of their strength.
Very true.
I mean, to sit there and act like hitting only amounts to like smacking or punching would be a lie. This could be multiple things like a knife, anything like that, a weapon. If somebody were to come at me with aggressiveness and they are a female and their expectation is to knock me down and hopefully I don't get back up, I'm gonna hit. Like that's just what it is. I mean, because me personally, I'm not trying to die that day. And nobody wants to, but I don't know. I'm gonna protect myself. So
Look at this borderline. Not even borderline. This is just a sexist comment from a guy who's probably trying to earn some brownie points by a fucking chick.
you shouldn't hit anyone weaker than you. Girls are statistically weaker. If you find an obnoxious, mistrunchable, though, different look. No, you shouldn't hit people stronger than you, not the other way around. If you can hit somebody, you can get hit. Hell yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
If you're the one throwing punches, expect to take a punch. Don't be a sissy. Yep, that's kind of the way I see it.
Yeah. I will say one thing. I hate people like this guy, where they're trying to earn some type of brownie points. They're like, no, we gotta protect these women. Why? Because they're weak. Okay, cool. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, good job. You are the problem.
You're exactly. You're literally the fucking problem. r/.
Do you have the correct one?
LSD. Oh, this is the correct one. Hiking.
Right to the point. That's what I like to see.
This man is not hiking. This man is at a full-on sprint, and he took a
can't tell.
picture.
I can't tell if he somehow made the LSD go into his phone or if he just took a really horrible picture.
I think this guy was not hiking. I think this guy got scared by something and started sprinting and then took this picture.
Real. That is exactly what this looks like to me. The flower just taught me sacred geometry and didn't say a word. I don't even... Dude, honestly, if I was on LSD and saw that fucking flower...
Yeah, I think
I'd
I'd be gone.
I'd be tripping the fuck out. I would lose my mind. You
Wait.
know, I don't understand what this guy's saying, but I understand what this guy's saying.
Exactly. It's a fun video.
It's just a video of thingamabobs and doohickeys. What the
Bro,
fuck?
this is literally how the Grinch stole Christmas. This is what he was complaining about.
Dude, these are literally all just doohickeys. Like, what the fuck?
They're making music, bro.
Alright.
Fuck, dude. We need to do the currently tripping. Wait a second. Solo trip, no. Group trip, no. We need currently tripping.
I think solo trip is... Wait, yeah, let's look up currently.
fucking Reddit. Currently tripping. Come on, psychedelic art. Meme.
Hold on, what was that up there?
It's this fucking angry grandpa.
No, it was one above.
This one?
Okay, another one. What does he mean by this?
what, what is he looking at? What is
What
he
are the
looking
comments? What are the comments?
at? I actually do need to see this, bro.
My man is going through it right now.
Soapy bubbles all over the glass, perhaps a shower door.
Raiders of it. Okay, he's looking back at you. Can't you see? That's fucked up. That's
That
fucked
is
up.
fucked up.
Why are you gaslighting somebody on LSD right now? Yo, I
Psychedelic.
fucking love this sofa. Real.
Wait, actually, you know what? Let's go on first trip. I actually let's see. Let's go. Oh, I can't filter it.
Holy fuck.
We
We're
need
only looking for
pictures.
pictures.
We're only
Give me
looking for
pictures.
pictures. Give me pictures. There's the sofa.
Holy shit.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Bro's on the ninth hole right now. He's so happy that he got there.
Holy shit!
What even is this? Oh, they're holding a fucking frog.
Who the fuck's the greaser with the fucking god aura behind
Yo.
him?
Oh my god. Bro is in the light.
Eldritch's test.
Interesting.
Okay. Come on, come on. Okay, okay. Look way
They don't-
cooler on acid. This is like
Those
the
are pretty. Those are very normal posters.
yeah. Maybe you do need acid to make them look cooler.
Yeah.
Dropped 4 tabs and built this.
Yo.
Why are they all T-posing?
I don't know. He
Dude,
built
why
all
the fuck?
shadow- He built all the shadow people he's seeing in his room right now.
How much of this LSD water should I take for the first time? I don't know, buddy. You know what? Wait. I have a great idea. I have a fucking fantastic idea. Give me a second. I'm just gonna look up the words. Holy shit.
Yes. Yes. This is what we need.
Holy shit.
That's a great fucking trick.
It's just a page, an empty page of a book.
Just a
There it is.
blank-ass
There it is.
page.
Currently tripping. No, those tiles are gonna fuck him up. Those tiles are gonna.
I'm just processing the behind reality of this photo. What the? I do not understand. How are they just there in that dimension with the matters? What the fuck is? Yo, this dude is cooked.
How much did he drop, bro?
He's so lost right now.
I'm
Honestly,
listening
that
to
would-
Riders of the Dude.
That shit would fuck me up. Like, I have one of those galaxy lights in my room. Actually,
Me too. I used to use it a lot.
Actually, I think my ex-wife took it. Not gonna lie.
Oh fuck,
Yeah, I haven't found it.
man, bitches be taking everything.
Goddamn,
I shouldn't have said that.
that is just a stink.
Goddamn. Holy
That's-
shit, dude.
Holy shit.
Goddamn. Public restroom in a mall. It's like an ocean. Damn.
No, it's really not.
Bro, I love the restaurants personally. Restaurants really get me lit. I love pissing in restaurants, dude.
What? Scary cupcake
from
of a...
FNAF?
It's that, that's a fucking... Dude, that is the wrong thing to have next to you during a trip. Wait.
Yep. It's the cupcake from FNAF.
I thought he was.
All right. Alexa, make their. Oh wait, no shit. Alexa, stop listening.
I heard
Alexa,
it.
stop listening. All right. My bad.
B music, no Alexa, not country music. Alexa, 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 stop, Alexa.
Real.
This person drew this while tripping. He knows, I think. He's not even looking at you.
Bro just minding his own business right
Wha-
now.
He knows. He has to know, man.
Getting accused of thinking you don't have to live by any rules. Is that just carrots and pineapples?
That's just carrots and pineapples.
I must say that is a very satisfying bowl of colors. Like, I would have a good time looking at that.
What do you mean you don't have to? Is it because you're mixing carrot and pineapples, bro? This isn't a revolutionary thing. It's carrots and pineapples.
I don't think anybody's shouting out for carrots and pineapples.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa! Almost 2 hours into my 250 UGG trip tonight. Finished playing the LSZ album with a Grizz Bonnaroo set playing in the background. Currently playing some Grateful Dead, feeling real good tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't.
Never looking at the countertop the same again. What is up with the Lucky Cheerios, though?
Wait, what?
I died.
Did you just say Lucky Cheerios?
I meant Lucky Charms.
Need strawberries and kiwis? Honestly, for real. So.
Oh, need strawberries. Yeah, no. Sam, very true.
Dude, I would love strawberries and kiwis if I was on LSD.
Sam,
Unfortunately,
I'll be honest, dude. I've been looking at who's been on the viewer list. Sam has been lurking this entire time.
oh seriously?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Sam's
that's fine.
Sam's our guy, though. Sam's our guy.
Real one.
Sam's the best
Real
one here.
one. Real one. Anybody call for a real one? Because we got one.
Exactly.
Let's continue looking at these LSD posts right now. Dude.
He took this off of Getty Images.
Wait. So, I'm not seeing the Twin Towers in here, so I'm inclined to believe that he's okay.
But here's my thing. This man tried to fake this, but was so high he forgot that he pulled it off of Getty Images.
First time I'm tripping. Am I doing this right? I didn't know there was a correct way to... Well, I mean, I guess there is a correct way. But at least we know bro is not seeing God tonight.
This is very true. Oh, no.
That
would fuck me up.
Dude,
Saw this
I'm
guy.
totally cooked. I'm cooked if I see that in public.
So no, he's
I'm
not okay.
so cooked.
Dude, I would scream and run. I
honestly wouldn't even know how to approach that. Like, me now, I see that that's just a few branches, but I'm absolutely fucked
Dude,
if I see that shit.
Here's my thing. I feel like even without being on LSD, if you're like walking in the woods at night on a trail like this, and you hear a crack behind you, and you turn around and you see that for like the first like millisecond, you're fucking horrified.
Yeah, that looks like a whole-ass creature. Like, that
looks like the fucking rake coming out of the fucking woods to get your ass.
Yeah, hiding behind a tree waiting for you to walk by.
Yeah, sorry
Waiting to
guys,
pounce on
it's
you.
actually just me. I'm sorry.
Real.
It's me in this photo.
Please don't eat me.
I'm coming for that ass.
I taste like shit.
I know. This
That
is so
actually-
beautiful.
that is actually beautiful, though.
Wait a second. Hold on.
Talking.
Is this
Dude.
Vegas?
I don't fucking know. Never been. That doesn't look like Vegas, dude. I
Nah.
think this homeboy's just on a random ass hill. And honestly, I'll fuck
Overlooking
with
like a
this
small
because like
town.
one of my favorite things to do is like when I'm on a plane and it's nighttime, I will stare outside the entire flight.
Dude,
Or
you actually
when
won't.
when I can see the cities.
Yeah. My favorite thing about whenever I went to Vegas, I flew there, right? One of my favorite things was listening to, mind you, the entire time we were in the landing process, I listened to Viva Las Vegas by fucking Elvis Presley on repeat.
Las Vegas.
Viva
Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas. I listened to that shit on repeat as I opened up the window because I took a nap on the flight there. So I opened up the window, put in my headphones, blasted that in my ears, and I looked out. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever fucking seen. And I'll be honest, I hate Vegas. After going there, I hate Vegas. I would never go there alone
I
again.
remember you called me there every single day when you went.
Yeah. I feel so sorry for you,
shit!
Sam.
Look, Sam said, yeah. Sam says they live 8 hours from Vegas.
Sam, I feel so bad. I feel so sorry for you, buddy.
What is your experience with Vegas if you have it?
Yeah. I feel like because he lives closer, he probably is able to have like friends go with him and stuff, though.
I mean, that's a possibility. Reno, okay.
Reno, I hear really good things about Reno actually.
Dude, honestly, I don't know what the fuck is in Nevada besides those two places.
Isn't that where Area 51 is? Or am I thinking
Reno?
of Arizona? No, not Reno.
I'm pretty sure Area 51 is in fucking New Mexico.
You're right. Yep, you're right. I'm being dumb.
Yeah, wrong desert, buddy.
It all looks the same.
Yeah, to be fair, you are from the woods, so.
Yeah, what am I supposed to fucking? I'm from a fucking swamp, dude.
Yeah, wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
From a couple of friends who flew me down. To
Don't
help me.
recommend Vegas.
Thank you for exactly proving my point.
Vegas
I
actually
feel like
sucks.
it's so hyped up.
I feel like it's not as hype as it used to be. I feel like if I could go back in time, I would go to Vegas during like the Elvis days of Vegas. I feel like that's whenever it
I
was.
feel like
at its
nowadays,
peak.
just from what I see, it's just like crack whores and Elvis impersonators.
Dude,
like-
you know the worst part? There's only 3 left.
Elvis impersonators?
There's only 3 left in Vegas.
How the
I-
fuck do you just know that? How do you know?
Because I
there's only
talked
3 left?
to one of the Elvis impersonators. Because I only saw one while I was out there. And he said, yep, there's 3 of them. I'm one of them. I'm the only one that could walk. The other 2 are in wheelchairs. One of them's a
Damn.
Vietnam vet.
Like Nevada? Are you trying to say Nevada?
It's not Nevada.
Or it probably is Nevada, not Nevada.
Oh, Nevada. Oh, okay. I see what. Yeah, no, it's Nevada. It's Nevada.
Did I say Nevada earlier?
I don't know. I have it right. I think you did say it right. Wrong once or something.
Oh, okay.
It's Nevada.
Nevada.
The only reason I know anything about Nevada is because I had a friend named Reno, and I used to always make the joke like as I would walk up to him, I'd be like, "Yo, what's up, Reno, Nevada or Nevada?" I don't know why I said it wrong. God damn it, I have the wrong word in my head and I said it wrong.
Hey, bro, hey, Guru, I'm gonna need you to log out.
Fuck,
I'm gonna
you're
need you to log out. You're cooked. Yeah, I'm
Killing
gonna need you to
myself.
log out.
I wish I had like a gun sound on a soundboard or something. I should do that. I should get a soundboard.
Nuke's top 5? What is that?
Oh.
What?
It's a YouTube channel.
I feel like he says Reno, Nevada instead of Nevada. Paranormal
now
top
that-
5 vids. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's the best one out there. Yeah, you know what? I might check him out. I might check him out for a stream.
I was
might do
about to
that
say
tomorrow.
that sounds like your speed, Mr. Guru.
Oh, you know me, bro. I'll check him out. I'll definitely check him out. I'll definitely check him out. But nah, dude, Vegas sucks. I do feel like after Elvis just left Vegas, I feel like it just went downhill from there. Cause I didn't even get to finish my fucking Elvis impersonator thing. So there's 3 left. One of them's a Vietnam vet. That's why he's in a wheelchair. The other one, he didn't even know about Elvis until he went to Vegas, learned about Elvis, and then became an Elvis impersonator. That's the guy that I was talking to. And the other one is just a fat drunkard who constantly sexually harasses women in an Elvis costume. He doesn't even actually impersonate Elvis.
Well, that's pretty fucked.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, dude, I saw him get kicked off of the strip a couple of times.
Well, that would be a pretty solid reason to get kicked off the strip.
Yeah. Like, he was like, yeah, I actually, I saw the guy driving past me one night whenever I was doing my little performance, and he straight up, like, flipped up a girl's skirt.
Real. Real. What an ass is the
What an
correct
ass.
term. What a piece of shit.
What an absolute piece of shit.
What a piece of scum. Guru, I think you know what you have to do.
Looks like I'm going to take a little trip to Vegas.
Yeah.
But he's fat.
Yeah.
Can't I just, like, kill him?
I mean, I never implied that you had to eat them.
Oh, thank God. Life's good if you want it to be good. I don't know what this picture is. I don't know what this is a picture of.
So here's my.
This looks like
right?
a popcorn ceiling.
This looks like a wall, like one of those cement walls.
Okay, I see that.
Sam's trying to go out there with you.
Yo, me and Sam's taking on the fucking town, bro. We'll fix it. We'll fix this damn town. Listen, man, I got an Elvis costume. I got a great Elvis impersonation. We'll go fix that town.
Fixing her, you guys are fixing Vegas. We could gutter roll them. That's crazy as fuck, dude. Good God.
We'll take him to the fucking tunnel rats.
Dude, I gotta piss.
Go piss. Go piss.
I'll be
Actually,
right back.
I gotta fucking. God, I wish I had a snack. I feel like I need like a snack here or something.
Dude, I need to consume food later. Probably after we're done with this stream.
Very true.
We can go. Me and you, Guru. We can go snag something.
Okay, bet. Let's do that.
Indeed. I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, hi, Coco.
Gutter rolling. Sam, this is why you're the best. You've been here since day fucking 1. Man, okay, so here's my thing. One Halloween, or not, like last Halloween, I went as an Elvis, and not even impersonator. I just went as Elvis because I found the Elvis costume, and I was so goddamn happy I found all the parts that I needed. But which part doesn't happen often? But no, I went as Elvis, and it was actually a really good night. I just remember I was just walking around, and I was like, I actually rizzed up a girl at that party. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, dude, you're a day 1 member, bro. You were in my first stream. You literally caught my first stream.
I rizzed up a girl, and it was actually really funny because if you don't know, a lot of people, especially white women who like to scream racism, think that Elvis was racist. But me, a white guy in an Elvis costume, rizzed up an African American girl. So how's that for your racism? And I was so ready to go on a date with her too. She ended up ghosting me twice. Apparently she had some issues going on with her ex, and it was kind of messed up. I do kind of feel bad because I ghosted her after she ghosted me. She tried to explain why she couldn't go on the date with me too, and I just straight up ghosted her. She was like, "I'm so sorry. My ex found out that I was supposed to go on a date with you, and he came to my house and he beat me." And I was like,
Oh no!
"Yeah, I'm telling
You're
that
not
story.
telling this
I'm
story
telling
right
that
now.
story."
Dude!
I'm-
Yeah. Dude, Sam, you should have seen the fucking look on my face when Guru originally told me about that. That was probably some of the most wild shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I
mean,
I ghosted her.
She sent pictures, dude. But like at the
Yeah.
same time, when I know you felt bad for ghosting, but at the same time, like
It's my thing was it was
I
a waste
mean,
of my time
just-
because both times I actually went out to go. Like the first time her car broke down, I understand that she was texting me the entire time. That wasn't really more of any ghosting.
well, no, like I mean, I get it where you come from too. Like, I know you felt bad originally for like not talking or ghosting her, but like at the same time, she came with a dangerous situation.
Exactly.
And if you would have gotten involved in that, it would have been a bigger problem.
But-
Unfortunately, like, of course, we can't help everybody.
Yeah,
And
it sucks.
that's the unfortunate situation of being in that kind of thing. And
Yeah,
it's not like you didn't know her well enough to go out of your way to.
yeah. Because
you
what
know.
am I gonna do? This guy could have a fucking gun. This guy could be a fucking, you know.
Yeah, if he's just going to parties and beating his ex-girlfriend, what's stopping him from doing something?
Doing the same to me. And listen, man. I'm not gonna say that I'm the most fighting type. In high school I had a way of getting out of bully stuff, and that was mostly getting friends with the big guys instead of fighting them, so that way they would protect me, which actually worked. Worked surprisingly fucking well. If there's one tip I could say, become friends with the big guy. Don't fight him, because one puts a target on your back, and the other one, you get protection. So, but
Yeah.
anyway, the entire point of this story was basically saying, I rizzed up this woman in an Elvis outfit,
Yeah.
and she
That
was
was epic.
into me, dude. She was into me whenever we were texting at first. I feel like if her car didn't break down, we probably would have ended up going on that first date.
Yeah.
But she was texting me the entire time for that one, so I can't really call that one ghosting. It was the second time that, you know, she kind of ghosted me. But, it's whatever, you know. But
Water under the bridge now.
yeah, exactly. But I still find it hilarious that I went in there with a fucking Elvis costume and an Elvis voice. And I still love the fact that the entire reason why I even talked to this girl is me and her were in a conga line together because, you know, whatever. My one time she fell asleep. Yeah. It's fair enough. But we were in a conga line together, and you know, we were all having a good time, and she was the one right behind me, and I, for some reason, by this point I was already like kind of fucked, so I turned around and I was like, man, I haven't had that much fun in a little while. And she goes, yeah, that was so much fun. And I looked her up and down and went, yeah, baby girl, you look like you could have a lot of fun. And apparently that one sentence just fucking flung her to the stratosphere. Because mind you, I didn't get her number from that.
She asked the person hosting the party for my number. She went out of her way for that. Anyway, I feel like we're getting really off topic here.
Get back to the
Let's get back to the LSD. My friend sent me this video with no explanation. Did this guy, like, throw shit around his house? There's a bunch of palm. No, this guy's probably a Christian.
Outside. Yeah, he's on a patio. Dude, that's how I laugh when I get drunk.
So true. So true. A talk to... I need to stop vaping. No, you don't, bro. You need to vape more. Here's an old
the
photo.
fuck? The thing that kind of gets me here is that, like, did they take LSD?
Yeah, I don't know why this person posted this right here. Hee. Nah. Hidden message? Where? Where?
Read? Bought this before a jam show. I didn't notice it before, but I am here dosed, listening and reading along, and I caught it. Thought it was really cool. You have an avant-garde album too, so it makes total sense. What are you talking about?
This man is so fucked up. He's seeing words whether or not.
The decoration says LSD, kind of.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it does. Holy shit!
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah. LCD, yeah. Nah,
Damn, that's a
get
good
it.
fucking catch.
Yeah, nah, I didn't. Yeah.
Dude, I want you guys to know this picture right here is exactly how I want to die. Like I want, I want to die with a gunshot in like my side, and it's snowing outside, and I'm like sitting on a park bench while the light of the street light is shining on me.
That is actually beautiful.
Like looking up to the sky, like dude, that would be so fucking lit. I
Don't
would
worry.
feel like a main character dying there.
Don't worry, F. We can make that happen.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I mean, it won't be a
I'll see.
gunshot, but
Yeah, I would. If we can make it kind of not painful, that'd be solid. Like, don't eat me. Dude, definitely bottom right.
hey,
He's
it's
in
that
like
guy,
every
yeah.
movie ever, but I will never remember his name.
It's so true. This is the guy from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I knew it, you would fucking say that, Guru. Dude.
That's the guy. I don't really recognize this guy. I kind of recognize the kid, but this is definitely from
pretty
Alvin
sure-
and the Chipmunks.
I'm pretty sure the guy in the bottom left was, he was in a Kingsman movie.
Was he that guy in Kingsman?
I'm pretty sure it looks like him at least.
It does
I
kind of
can't-
look like him.
Yeah. Bottom left looks like the love child of bottom right and Patrick Stewart.
Yeah. Very
Yeah,
true.
not even a single lie was told there. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit was on point.
Garu is right.
Real. Whoa!
That's.
I love that song.
It just seems like an ad.
Banger. No, it's a whole ass song, dude.
I know, but like this just kind of seems like an ad for the song. I'm not gonna play it because it's copyrighted.
Yeah, that's probably the worst. That is the worst band you could listen to while watch a music video of while taking LSD.
It's probably true.
6 garlic bread, but I actually have 5.
Where? There's actually not a single
That's not a garlic bread.
I just see a normal piece of bread. That's
It's also burnt.
dude. That's what Orihime eats at lunch.
Dude, that's that's just a loaf of bread. Dude,
Dude, I actually need to switch my wallpaper to just Orihime eating bread.
that'd be funny
Like that
as
shit
shit.
is so lit.
Oh no. This would fuck you up.
Bro, what? Is that even a what is that?
It's
Oh,
a
wait,
glass.
I
It's
know
one of
what
those
that is.
panes of
Yeah,
glass
it's
that
like-
has the
Yeah.
French loaf with garlic seasoning on it. But that's not garlic bread.
Yeah, but it wasn't like I mean, technically it is garlic bread. But like the thing is that it's not 5 garlic breads. I don't even
it's no garlic breads.
Yeah, it is a singular garlic bread. It just bro took a half of a loaf and then was just like
It's funny. Bro, what?
no, that shit would fuck with me. Like that fucks with me sober. Like I don't.
3 tabs and a wonderful day ahead. You're kind of fucked for doing this to yourself.
Yeah, who the fuck is doing a dragon puzzle while doing LSD? That's fucked.
Dude, you'll start looking at the pieces and going, huh?
Dude, I would be so lost in the sauce. Like the pieces would be moving.
I broke time. His clock just stopped working.
It just ran out of battery, homie. Go.
What the fuck is that creaking noise in the background?
Dude, you know what kind of gets me?
Yeah, what? Why is it? This is a full, like, almost minute-long video of him just staring at the clock.
For all these people to be off of LSD, they like have no shake in their camera whatsoever.
Oh, so true.
The holes, they are moving.
They're moving. That, okay, trypophobia, a person with trypophobia would hate LSD.
Holy fuck.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Holy fuck. Lois.
Holy
I'm coming.
fuck. Holy fuck. Ah, my eye. My fucking eye, man.
That is actually
This
wild.
is so fucking wild. That is actually
Bro.
wild. It's a Charlie Brown tree.
Yeah, Charlie Brown tree right there, dude. Where even is that?
It's
That looks random as shit.
supposed to be a Christmas tree, bro. It's so OCD triggering too. Very true. Hyperspace Express. What? It's not even the name of the company.
Does it just say airplane on it?
It says
Oh,
Medline.
Medline. What the fuck is this dude on about?
This guy is fucked. This guy is so fucked right now. It's not even
Real.
funny. He's just dying. He's also
Hold on,
on the floor. From this photo, this guy is on the floor, but slightly above. I have a big theory about this. This guy is not laying on the floor. He's laying on a mattress that is on the floor.
I think you're reading way too much into this.
No, no. Look at the camera angle. This guy is not holding up his phone at a good angle. He's not on a bed. He's not on a couch. A couch would be too high. This man is laying on a mattress that is on a floor and staring at a
who's
box.
to say he's not laying on a couch, right? But has his arm extended down to the floor.
Because he wouldn't think of that. He's on LSD.
I don't think they really think at all.
That's so true. So this is happening. No way this guy's in
That's
fucking...
fucked.
He's in VR. You fucked yourself, dude. I think you fucked yourself, dude.
I would never.
I would die. Just look at him, he's going after the ball. Just give me the fucking ball.
This would be me, though. That looks dope as fuck.
It does. I need to know that game.
Is this shit fire or am I tripping? All I
That
see is
looks-
a smile, like a frowny face.
That is my sleep paralysis demon is what it is.
My sleep paralysis demon is the fucking Hat Man Guru. Alright?
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's break into another little conversation here, because you know my actual sleep paralysis demon is a shadow creature with unnaturally long limbs.
Slenderman?
No, it's just. So basically, I have two. One of them is like if I'm staring at a place where the shadow man cannot get me, and it'll just be like a blue demon face that's just smiling creepily right in front of my face. That one scares the fuck out of me. I don't know why. Like smiling like that doesn't usually. But like my thing that creeps me out the most is things with unnaturally long, like basically like human features, but they're not correct.
So Uncanny Valley.
Yes, that is exactly like that shit. You know the Mandela files?
Oh, yeah, no, it's not the Mandela Files. I know what it's called, though.
Yeah, those videos, the one video of the fucking intruder guy, he scares the fuck out of me, and I have no fucking clue why. Like, there's an intruder in your house, and then the fucking guy just appears. That picture scares me for some reason. Ah, shut up. What's up?
The Walton Files?
No, Mandela. Or something
think-
like that. It's the Walton Files is like
Oh,
a
the
Five Nights at
Mandela Catalog.
That's what it is, the Mandela Catalog. He's just playing a game. What the fuck? Why?
Bro's acting like his cat's about to die in there.
All I have.
What do you have?
It's my favorite thing. Funny
Funny
motherfucking guy.
guy.
It's just...
Just a snowman.
Wait.
Bro looks innocent as shit.
Yo, this guy's the funniest guy I've seen in a while. He's so right.
Little did you know that snowman killed like 12 people before going to that parade.
Okay. Well, that was a lot of fun. Go ahead and like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you like my content. And if you want to see more of this specific content, go ahead and leave a comment. I really want to know you guys' input. Besides that, I stream nearly every day on Twitch, so go ahead and follow my Twitch account. Link in the description. Alright. Have a good night, everyone.